All right, and it's running. All right. So this is the SLA Industries second edition podcast. I probably could have said that better, but it's been a long time since we've run. This is Squad Deathaxe, season
Yo, yo.
3 and the relaunch of episode 4 because we've had a couple false starts here. I just want to go through and go down the list and see who's here tonight. We've got a couple new players, a couple old players. Let's go ahead and start with the new guys, and just say your character name and your package and your name. Did I say your name, your character name, and your package? Uh, Jacob.
Hello, my name is Jacob. I am playing Damocles, the Xeno Scout.
And oh my goodness, Dawson.
Hello, my name is Dawson. I'm playing Celeste Kriegsman. I'm a scout, a human scout,
And then
DAC
Brenna.
handler.
Sure, that photo
Hi.
is here.
I am Brenna. I am playing my advanced carrion tech package, Scully.
Cody.
Yo, I play Rooney, that is an ebonite waster that likes to investigate everything.
And that last garbage player.
Fuck you. I am Drew playing Animus, the Ebon Healer. Superior
Nice.
Ebonite race.
Look, hey, whatever.
Was that a dig at me? 'Cause I'll
keep it
stab
car-
you.
Yeah, it probably was, since you're the other one. The silly space elf.
Other one, he says.
All right. So besides the ever growing Ravenwing apothecary on the table, it's been a long time since we played, and I am going to give y'all an interesting restart here. This is the relaunch, but we're gonna continue in our current storyline here. And let me get my recording software minimized here because things. Yeah. So let me think. All right, new guys. Let's see. It was Jacob.
Yep.
Your scout just left Karma Labs.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, you've been given your dossier packet, which is basically saying, it's got everything you need to go down to Slayer's crib and get started working with the company. And basically, you don't have any information whatsoever about anybody else. SLA Industries actually assigns you to squads now. I didn't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
First edition, you had to interview and stuff. It was fun. But second edition, apparently, I guess they changed that, or maybe I'm just reading it wrong. But you will be assigned to a squad, but you need to go down to Slayer's crib to find out how that's going to happen. You're at Karma Labs in Central, so you have a very short trek to get to Slayer's crib. That being said, I'm also going to say that Dawson, your character, I mean, neither one of y'all have any points in my custom house rule merit fast track, so you guys are green as grass, as far as I know. And Dawson, you recently graduated Meanie. You have all of your equipment. You have your dog because you are a DAC handler. Well, I wouldn't call him a dog. I'd call him a DAC because he's unique, interesting.
Close enough.
He's very
You call him
interesting
Fenrir,
animal.
that's his name.
Hmm?
I call him Fenrir.
I figured you'd name him. Dogs, it's very important to have like the Fallout dog. I will forever remember dog meat. And when he dies, I'll carry the dog meat for the rest of the game. I will not eat it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just so you know, it's your responsibility if dog meat dies.
It is my responsibility if dog meat dies.
Yeah, so just let that sink in.
I know. But sometimes, yeah. All right, off topic. So yeah, you guys. I'll tell you what. I'll give you this much information just to retcon a little bit. You guys know as much as you've been assigned to a squad. No, you don't. You don't know anything about it yet. Y'all go ahead and tell me what you do. The rest of y'all, I'm not quite there for y'all yet.
Should I go first, or do you want to go first?
Whoever speaks up.
You go first.
All right. I guess my character. So James, you know that other bit of where like I went to after Karma?
Right.
Is that still valid, or is that like after the crypt?
You know what? We'll say that you have settled your housing, just to put a stopper in that one. You've
Okay.
gone home. You've established where you're going to be living. And do you have good housing? One or two?
Two.
Two. Okay, so you actually live in a pretty nice area. I'm going to double check and see what level that puts you on. Just because I want to know. If I get my notes out because I have too many notes. Uh, Bad housing, good housing one, good housing two. That puts you in suburbia two. As far as the way I do it. So that's pretty good housing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, you're pretty close to central. I mean, you're a couple hours away. By bus ride and by what do they call those things? The lifts. The lifts. We'll just call them lifts right now. I forget what they're
Yeah,
called.
I guess since the crib is closer than to my apartment, I guess I'll head to the crib first, then head to
Hmm.
the apartment, get that shit sorted out.
Okay. How do you get there?
I assume I guess we're in Karma is up in up in
Ca-
suburbia, right? So,
No, Karma's in Central.
oh,
Are you coming from your house or are you coming from Karma?
I'll be coming from my house.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, it's gonna be like maybe an hour, 2 hours trip. I will tell you that probably the best mix of transportation is gonna be shift blocks. That's what they're called, shift blocks and buses. If you wanted to go up faster, you could take taxis. It just depends on how bougie you want to be. Um, I believe it's gonna be 2 credits for a week pass on the bus, if that's what you want. The cabs will be substantially more expensive.
are the shift blocks free, or does that need any
I
money too?
believe shift blocks are 2 unis to go up and down, but I'm not concerned with keeping track on shift block costs.
I'll get the bus pass.
Okay. So basically, you'll leave your apartment, you'll go up to Suburbia One uh, by a shift block, but you can take more shift blocks up to Central. Um, as I remember, just so I do this right. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, uptown is surround Central, so it's just like 2 levels up. But anyways, it takes you a little while to get up there. You have to go through multiple layers of security to get into Central. Um, you recognize that there's dark finders, which are the policemen for SLA, or operatives, the operative police. And they have dock hounds, and as people get in and out of buses, as they or as the buses pass through the gates between sectors, um, you know, well, the main sectors anyways, or the main areas. Um, Anytime you have to get out of a bus or use transport, you have to walk past DAC hounds. You would assume they're sniffing for like gunpowder bombs, various drugs. Central is super tight. Um, by the time you get up there, but and Central actually looks like your pretty typical cyberpunk fare with the neon lights amongst the driving rain and the lightning. But it
Mhm.
never stops raining on Mort, so everybody's got an umbrella. Most people in Central, their suits, they're high class operatives, and occasionally there's green operatives heading up here to Slayer's Cribs, but that is few and far between. Um, you would be one among thousands of people up here for that purpose. Everybody else is corporates. There's not a lot of homelessness in Central. Most of those people get moved down. Um, but there are occasionally street urchins and people that probably get past. You do see that there are shiver patrols in APCs and on foot pretty regularly. Central, like I said, is very secure. Every now and then you see what you could only assume is operative squads moving in and out in various kinds of vehicles and luxury SUVs and armored cars and various military vehicles passing by. Um, Pretty much anything you'd ever want to see in Central is there. Getting into Uptown, they're all gated, restricted communities. Um, you have virtually no access to that. Pause for just a second. All right, I'm back, and yeah, so you get to Central and Dark Limit and all the major corporations, major gun manufacturers and weapon manufacturers, 1,000 companies you've never heard of, all of which would look wonderful sponsored, with the sponsorships plastered on your armor. Um, but anyways, you do have directions to Slayer's crib, and the bus will drop you off pretty close, anyways.
Yeah, Damocles is just going to head straight to Slayer's crib. He doesn't really want to waste time looking at everything when he has all the equipment he needs.
Oh yeah, and also I know you're heading that way, but there are such sites as the Pit, and there are art galleries and all sorts of wonderful things that operatives, a million bar, not a million bars, but thousands of bars, places that cater and serve the upper crust of Slay society, and you pay for that
Mm.
privilege. You could actually
Yep.
you might even be able to get real meat, which is interesting because you live on a dead planet. Well,
Yeah.
mostly dead. All right.
Definitely sounds appealing.
So
That's not
the
me.
bus, by the time the bus pulls up to Slayer's crib, you can tell that there's about 5 or 6 other operatives that have joined you. You can tell that they're operatives because they're dressed similarly. They all have bright, shiny new Slay badges and perfectly unmarked body blocker armor. Yeah, you don't have body blocker. You're a Xeno. You got skin.
Yeah, my skin is my armor.
So, um, but yeah, you pile out and there you are, Slayer's crib, big as life. It's this just labyrinthine building. It's absolutely massive, and it's really quite impressive because you can see the large black temple that is home office that you can see at the center, dominating the sky view. Well, what sky view you can see in the driving rain and the wind. Um, you know, and it is interesting because not a lot of people get to see the surface weather of Mort all the time. Some
Hmm.
people on Mort live and die not seeing the sky. Matter of fact, a lot of people live and die not seeing the sky. Um, but anyways,
It it
go ahead.
is Slayer's crib connected to head office, at least the building, or is
No,
it?
no, it's quite a distance away. Head office is it's massive. It's nearby. It's within a couple miles.
Mm, yeah, I'm just going to take one glance at it and just like
It is
remember what.
yeah, it is singularly one of the most impressive things on the World of Progress.
Hmm.
You know that just given the nature of SLA Industries, that it's basically a war company. If you boil things down, that place is a stronghold like no other. And the big man himself is somewhere in there.
Yeah, he just takes a long look at head office, just like literally stops and just looks at it for like a solid minute before like heading straight to the crib.
It's where everybody's trying to climb to.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, Anyways, but yeah, you bask in the wet, raining glory of home office, and you see a glorious line wrapping around the sidewalks down 2 blocks away from the building. They are all operatives, and they are trying to get into the building.
Mm.
You could go to the front potentially if you want to.
Yeah. But then I see like obviously like a couple of stormers and
Malice Stormers and Brain Wasters and advanced carrion here or there, a group of frothers, and most of these guys you see in line, now that you notice, just giving you a little bit extra information, they do seem to have that bright, shiny body blocker. And if you do happen to glance at badges, most of them are SCL-10, same as yourself. Everybody, all the new guys come to Slayer's Crib for their first bit of, for their details.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna pop over to Dawson for just a minute. Dawson,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that you find your experience much the same, except for, don't you have Good Housing 1?
Yeah, I've got a good housing 1.
That puts you in suburbia, which, you want to say that you've already established your housing first. You've dropped a couple things at home, and then you're ready to make your way to Slayer's Crib.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds good. Okay, and just so we don't rehash the same thing as we did before, unless there's something specific you want to do or gear you want to pick up, things you want to check
I'm one of
on.
those New York. I move around like one of those New Yorkers where I shove people out of my way instead of just gently saying, "Get excuse me."
Hmm.
There is no gentle.
Well, SLA Industry, like this, the foot traffic, which is most of the traffic in Mort, is it's pretty thick, especially in the upper downtown areas. Um, but in but in suburbia things are a little nicer. And you're in suburbia, but like I said, there's blue collars, there's working class. There's more
Bunch
employed
of
people here
nerds.
than anywhere else probably. Um, Hell, you might even occasionally see a child walking down the street, which is
I'll push them in the dirt.
they just they
I
they
see a homeless man with their can out saying, "Please help." I kick the can over.
okay, okay. Yeah, indeed. Are you gonna take a bus?
Yeah,
And your character's name was,
Celeste.
okay. Yeah, your last name stuck with me just because I speak
Krieg.
German. Yeah.
That's what I figured you would call her.
Yeah. I was gonna say call her Krieger, no, just Krieg. Um. But okay. But yeah, you definitely see at least one vagrant on the street, and you knock their can, and a couple of unis spill out everywhere. Um, but otherwise, you hook a ride on the bus, and you head up to Central. It takes you a good bit longer. Just you have a whole nother shift block. Shift blocks take about a half hour to navigate each, just because they're terribly slow. But they bring pedestrians, vehicles, all sorts of things. There are ramps between levels, but the problem is that they are at specific locations, and traveling to those locations is sometimes costly as far as time. Um, things to know being an operative. Um, and being in Suburbia 1, you do live indoors. Your home is indoors. Whereas if you were on Suburbia 1, there would be rain falling on the roof of your building. So you are in the interior of the city. But anyways, you get up to Central just as fine, and much like your compatriot, um, I'm trying to remember, Damocles. You end up finding Do you end up finding a line, or what do you end up doing?
uh, Damocles is going to look around for the most gullible operative that he could see.
Hmm. Now, some people might
That are
interpret that as a stormer.
true, but like he's trying to find something that if he does mess up, he won't get killed by it. But basically, he's trying to look for the most
So,
gullible
like
green
the
operative with a.
the most inferior races. Eben.
Oh,
There are multiple Ebens in line. There are also a variety of humans, frothers, carrions. Um, uh, I wouldn't say you probably wouldn't target any neophrons unless you were, you know, just
mm,
racist against neophrons.
not really. It's just looking for the most stupid that like And, like, which is
what's
probably
your discerning? Give me a streetwise roll. Give me a
yeah.
streetwise roll to see how clever you are at this.
I don't have streetwise, so I think that's just knowledge flat.
Yes. So because you don't have streetwise, the DC is going to go from I'll say a 4 to a 7. And you're going to need your pass fail dice, and then you're going to need one free dice, and then you're going to add your I believe it's knowledge. Is it knowledge, guys?
Yeah,
Streetwise knowledge.
I
Streetwise is knowledge, yes.
So shoot for the moon here. See what you get.
all right. Rolling 2 dice if that's correctly. I only have knowledge 1, so
Oh
that's all.
that's fine.
Okay.
So you're gonna add a +1. Wow! First roll of the game. Your pass fail dice rolled a 6, so plus the 1 is gonna give you a 7. Now your free dice, your skill dice, this is just a free skill dice, just because all rolls get a free skill dice. That was not a pass. So you got a regular success, the basic bitch of success. Yes.
Hey, sometimes the basic bitch is all you need.
Look, I'm getting
Yeah.
up. It's been a while.
True.
So you do manage to locate, and I'm just gonna say you were just trying to aim for something that probably couldn't fold you in half like a pretzel. I'm gonna say you envision a human, and just okay. You're looking for a mark. So you find a human who is carrying a set of very bright and shiny mutator fists.
Yeah.
Probably the dumbest choice of weapon for a human. That being said, maybe he's just got some style. And
Yeah.
he's wearing that bright shiny body blocker, SCL-10. Seems to be up there alone. He is smoking a cigarette, and he happens to have a newspaper on his head. Well, no, he's got a helmet. So he's good inside his helmet.
All right. So he has a ticket on him, right?
You know what? He is smoking a cigarette, so he's holding a newspaper over his head.
Okay. All right.
You can see that. Give me a detect to see if you can figure out where he's holding it.
All right.
I'm
well,
gonna say.
I just want
Hmm?
to. Nothing. So 1 second. So, like with the core stats, that's only a plus, right? Because I have a con of 3 and a detect of 1. So
you're gonna get a +4 on your dice. Yep, and so you're gonna get 1 extra skill dice on this one, so you'll have a total of 3 dice.
Okay, got it.
And I believe we said it was +4. So, and I'm gonna say to locate a small piece of paper on somebody that he's not trying to hide, I'm gonna say it's a 7.
Sorry.
I did see it looked like at least 1 extra skill success. So
Yeah.
I'll give you what I thought I saw. You get a good success. You can tell that he's kind of got it sticking like out of one of his mag hold pouches. He's not even holding it. You recognize it as the ticket for the door. It isn't a particularly good ticket, you could guess, just by where he's in line, but it could cut you down by, you look down the line, hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that ticket.
Okay. Is sleight of hand a thing? It's been so long.
There is
Pickpocket?
slight.
It's slight. Yeah, there we go. Slight. Yeah, give me a slight roll to see how good you are here.
All right.
Did you say hey to him or anything, or are you just going up and just snatching it?
You know what? I'm not gonna bother my time talking to this idiot, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna fucking swipe it.
Okay. Give me a.
Yeah.
I said he wasn't really paying attention to it. It's raining. He's distracted. You didn't make him suspicious. I'm gonna say it's a 4.
Okay.
I don't make difficulties insane. So you got your primary dice. And you should have 1 skill dice you rolled. Did you have anything in sleight?
Sleight is in Dex, right? I don't have the skill sleight, but I have 5 in Dex. So.
All right. So real quick, because you don't have any points in it, I would increase the difficulty to 7.
All right.
Just to note. So, but yeah, you got a +4. You said.
+5.
+5. Yeah. So you got a good success. Yeah. You walk up and just kind of zoink it. You have no idea how many other operatives may have somehow just glanced and saw you do that. You have no idea. Um, you you did a pretty good job of it, and honestly, why would anyone care? That being said,
Oh,
this becomes a competition in some of my games. Um, so yeah, you snatch a decent ticket. Now that guy is ticketless, and you don't feel bad.
not
I
really.
don't think you do. I
Yeah, Damocles doesn't feel bad. If he didn't want his ticket taken, he should have like kept it in a better place. So
well, and just so I can harass you guys a little bit further, um, without any special intervention, um, and anybody can speak up if they have anything they want to do at the moment, of the new guys. Um, all right,
uh,
go ahead.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm just gonna go online, and I got my ticket, and I'm just gonna wait for my number to get called.
Okay. I will note that you get up substantially. You get in line substantially faster than your Xeno counterpart. So, um, just to note, but I'll have y'all introduced together so I can kill two birds with one stone.
Hmm.
Um, so y'all do end up getting inside within about an hour, hour and a half. More about a half hour, 45 minutes for right. What's your character? Krieg. I'm gonna put that. Make a note. So Krieg, Krieg, not Krieger, because you're not from Archer. Oh, let's see. All right. So you get inside, and what you do is you find a desk, and basically they say, hey, fill out this basic paperwork, and go sit down. And
It's like a
basically
doctor's
inside you see it's a labyrinthine building. There are just rows and rows and rows and rows of chairs. They're all full. People are sitting on the floor. People are standing. Um, lots of groups of operatives are sitting there having conversations. Um, at the immediate moment, there's at least one fist fight with a pair of frothers in the back of the room. They get drug out by a quartet of Darkfinders. They get thrown out of the building bodily. Um, but yeah, there's people smoking in here. There's people playing on their Oyster computers. They're playing some Snake because computers. Um, so yeah, is there anything you want to do in the building while you're waiting?
Not really. Just wait.
Not really.
Okay, I will say, at least as far as Crazy's concerned, a number of operatives would come up and be nosy about the dog. You are one of.
I'd tell him immediately to fuck off, and I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah, see, I just wanted to say because people do that when you walk around with like a work dog or professional dog, people don't understand that, and sometimes it's an honest mistake, and sometimes it's just being an asshole.
If they
Um,
persist, I tell them that I won't stop him if he eats their testicles.
I even without intimidate, I'm just gonna say most people don't want to deal with that at the moment. You just a pet doggo. Um,
I'm sharpening my
which
pencil
your
with it
doggo
now.
happens to be, you can tell me exactly what it looks like, but my interpretation of a DAC is a German Shepherd on steroids, and it does have grafted claws. It's got genetically modified claws like a cat, instead of a paws like a dog,
I'm
um,
fine with that.
because it is just a murder puppy. Um, I'm down with that. And those things are seen commonly with DAC handler shivers, but you're kind of in a semi-experimental program to have operatives with DACs. Um, I'm
Since you
I'm all
mentioned
for
that
it.
they're like all genetically, when I first heard of that they're genetically dogs, I thought of like those predator dogs, not the one from the new movie, but that old predator movie
Hmm.
where they went to the hunting world.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
pictured like something like one of those things.
If you want to
Uh,
say rule of cool, yours looks like that, I'm down.
That's what I'm going with.
Because with Stormers, there would be some kind of Stormer DNA in those dogs, and there is.
Hell
I
yeah.
honestly imagine they'd be like super mutant hounds, but the ones from Predators, yeah, that sounds cooler.
Yeah, I will say he's not super large. I mean, he's probably about 30-50% bigger than a normal German Shepherd. He's not extraordinarily large because these things are meant to be housed and kept by, mostly shiver humans, and they have to be able to deal with these things. They
Those weren't that
purposely would
big.
not
Yeah,
make them gigantic.
those from the Predator movie weren't really that big. They were only big because they had like a bunch of spikes on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, these things aren't domino dogs or anything like that, and they're definitely not carnivorous pigs.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, you end up getting Krieg was first. You did some sly stuff. You end up getting up to talk
Uh,
to an administrator. Go ahead.
you mean Damocles, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah, Damocles. Wait, Damocles, you're the Xeno, right?
Yep,
Were you the one that stole the ticket?
yep.
Oh, my bad. I mixed that up. My bad. Sorry, new people. I've never seen your
The
faces, so it makes it hard for
it,
me.
it's all good, yeah. But it's a bit funny, like he
I was
stole
very
like
confused. I was like, I did sly stuff.
Yes.
like
It
you stole the ticket from me.
it makes more sense for the Xeno to steal the ticket because Xenos are all stealthy and stuff.
Mhm.
All right, so you get in there first, and you get to sit down. Well, you don't get to sit down. You get to go into kind of a old world bank style like teller window, and you get to talk to this Administrator Mills. Administrator Mills has these antique glasses, but you can definitely tell he's a hipster in a suit.
Oh no.
And he says, "Oh, well, it's good to have you working for SLA Industries, sir. I'm oh, let me see. Let me pull your information up, and I assume you pass all the good paperwork and stuff." And
Yeah,
he says,
I just give it.
"Ooh, ouch." He's looking at his computer and making faces.
Hmm. Damocles just goes up and says, "What's up?"
Uh, yeah. Ooh. You do realize, oh, this is, well, I'll tell you what. Friendly piece of advice. You're going to want to take care of this matter first. He passes you a piece of paperwork.
I
It
grabbed the paperwork.
it says demotion. It says due to violations of your service contract, you have been demoted by zero point 0.1 SCL. And there's a warning at the bottom of the paper that says, given that you are SCL 10, in 30 days, if you do not rectify the error or increase your SCL, you will be terminated from operative status. And you kind of see in some of the bureaucratic fine print, it says, due to mission failure, Squad Deathaxe has received a general demotion. And by the way, it says you are assigned to Squad Deathaxe.
I just look at the paper, pause for a second. I look back at the BPN officer, look back at the paper. I was not a part of Squad Deathaxe during this.
Says, "Ooh, well, I don't control that part of the paperwork, but here's your dossier for your squad, and this should give you enough information to get in contact with your squad leader." It says, oh, God, Drew, what was your Animus? I'm assuming it was
Animus.
no, was it Cody or was it Animus?
I'm the squad leader.
Cody, what was your character name? Rooney? Oh, it says
Yeah.
Rooney. Um, there is a list of a couple phone numbers, everyone in the squad, to include Krieg. Um, That being said, Krieg doesn't know he's in the squad, or she doesn't know she's in the squad yet. And there is, basically some paperwork detailing um, some of the information about the demotion, and it was your last mission. It was looks like at least a week ago. At least
What?
I'm a little fuzzy on the dates. But anyways, and he does mention, he says, you are ready to go and get your first BPN after you fill out these forms. And he hands you a stack of forms about 2 inches tall. he says, just get those filled out, and we'll see you. The ticketing is over there.
Great.
Anyways, he walks away from his station, and he goes back and he calls another number.
Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, my character just like fucking does a long sigh, like
Well,
trying
given that your very first thing for the company is that you're about to be demoted out of operative status, and Krieg, just to catch you up, you get up to the front of the line. A little bit later, you get the same spill, the same paperwork, and when I get you guys caught up together, I'll be able to have your reactions in good time. Yes, and the BPN officer tells you, or the administrative officer tells you, he says there's absolutely nothing he can do about it. You'll have to take that up with other administration. There are certain legal forms you can file.
Possible.
Say again?
I profusely make fun of him in every way possible.
Oh.
I want this man's self-esteem destroyed before I walk away.
Okay.
Oh, well, this is going to be fun.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on just a second.
Anger and Sociopath 3 is great.
Oh no, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
I need to make a note here.
Also, well, after you finish that note, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
The BPN officer that gave me my spiel, what was his name?
BPN officer?
Mills.
Mills?
God, he
Alright.
has a stupid.
Alright, I'm just saying this. I add a piece of paper on top of this called the list, and I just add BPN Officer Mills to it.
Okay, Aria.
Nice. So you guys are given that stack of forms, and basically the whole room is full. By the way, it's probably 10, 11 o'clock. It does say that the lunch hour lasts from 12 to 1, and the office closes strictly at 4 o'clock. What do y'all want to do?
Me, I'll try to fill out the paperwork, but yeah, I'm also going to call the squad lead too.
All right, you call Rooney's number. There is no answer. I got this.
Yeah, Cody.
Fucking.
Okay, voicemail.
Yeah, it goes straight to voicemail.
All right, I'll call. Just for the sake of it,
There's
I
a
call
whole list of numbers.
I call every single one of them off, filling out the paperwork.
Animus
See if anyone
goes to voicemail. There's another one for Spike that goes to voicemail. What's all y'all's characters' names again? Remind me. It's been so long.
Scully.
Scully. Anybody else? Yeah.
Anados.
Anados. Yeah, he was actually going to play tonight. He was going to jump in and play as a surprise. You do get down to one that could answer. That will be the new guy.
Does it say he's a new guy on the piece of paper?
It does say that you guys are new additions to the squad. Yes. So yeah, if you call Krieg, Krieg can respond appropriately.
Yeah, since I see he's a new guy, I'm not gonna like fucking rant at him because he wasn't the one who fucked me over. I'm just gonna like.
All right.
I'm just gonna try to finish the fucking paperwork and get this shit done with.
So you don't call Krieg?
I don't call Krieg. No.
Okay. Krieg. So what do you do? Do you attempt to contact anybody in the squad?
No, just very begrudgingly and angrily fills out the paperwork.
All right. So
worst decision you could have made.
I will say this paperwork is pretty easy. So which one of you two has admin?
Nope.
Okay, so the difficulty goes up.
This ain't so easy.
And as I understand, they do make this this paperwork pretty easy because they know there's some really dumb stormers. Difficulty's at a 10, so if I could get you guys to roll an admin at a 10. And when I
Hold
say
on a
easy,
I'm
second.
it's because the load of paperwork. And this is to fill it out correctly, not just to fill it out.
You're saying admin or academic?
oh holy shit! I
Admin.
actually did.
Oh,
I
blew it up. Hold
I
up.
actually got something. I only have a +1 to not know. So holy
But
shit!
but that's boxcars, man. You murdered that. So you got a good success. I mean, just because of the
Drew, I
amount of
trust you to
dice.
roll my dice.
How the hell did that happen?
What dice are you rolling here?
I
Just
need
the
to
two?
roll a pass-fail dice and 1 dice. My
Alright.
no, my
With a
no is
+1
2.
on both of them.
My
Yes.
no is +2. My no is 2.
Let's see what Krieg gets.
An 8 and a 3. The 8 is the
Uh,
success dice.
So plus what?
Plus
My
2.
no is 2.
Oh my God! Success, success, success. Now you got a regular success.
Properly.
It takes you probably 3 hours to fill out the stack of paperwork. It's very cumbersome. But Krieg, you fill it out in about 3 hours, and then you go grab your ticket. After you submit your paperwork, and you guys, let's see, that puts you through lunch. That puts y'all about 2 o'clock. And Damocles, you get done a little bit earlier. Seems like you're fast tracking yourself. Seems like you kind of get the what's up.
Yeah, like for Damocles, it seems like even though he doesn't know this, he has like a gut feeling on what he should write.
Yeah. It's like you've done this before.
Yeah.
But so what you do is you fill out your paperwork, you get it done super super fast, you get your ticket, and basically what that says is you are sanctioned and ready to operate as an operative, and technically if you were to wait until your ticket gets called, you get called to the BPN officer desk, and you could go ahead and receive your BPN.
Mm. Yeah. I guess while waiting in line, I might as well go call Krieg.
Okay.
Since I haven't called him and everyone else went the fucking voicemail.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so Krieg, you get a call on your phone from an unrecognized number.
I ignore
It's
it.
not one you're familiar with. Okay.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Telemarketers.
Damn telemarketers.
Telemarketer. Yes, my dog is vaccinated.
Oh.
Yes, I have the right permits.
All right. So, without any further interference, I believe that means Damocles, you get to the BPN officer desk if you don't have anything else you want to do, or try any other tactics to do anything.
Yeah, since that other guy answered, I just say fuck him. I'm gonna choose the BPN for us. So
Okay. You get up to yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, like you were describing, I just go up to the BPN officer.
Yeah, and it's taken you, I don't know, 5, 6 hours in this building at this point. Things are, I would say if you had like a cool of 1, I might harass you a little bit. You don't have a cool of 1, do you?
I have a cool of 4.
Okay, then I'm not going to bother you too much. Because some people would be like, do you have OCD or anything?
Nope.
Okay. Are you
I'm
obsessive
just
compulsive? Yeah.
Would you like
nope.
to have
Nope. I'm just an Airkin bastard.
Okay. So.
Would you like to have it?
But okay.
Shut up, you ain't here.
So yeah, Damocles, you get up to the front of the line, and you meet another BPN. I keep saying I have a piece of software at work that's called BPN. You get up to the front of the line. You sit down. Give me a good English name.
Roger.
Roger. Sure. Officer
Yes.
Officer BPN Officer Rogers right there. He's a looks kind of he's a redhead, young guy, got a spirit in his voice and shine on his shoes. He's very happy and looking nice in this vest. And he
Oh, he's
says,
dead inside.
and yes, he's dead inside. And you don't want to see his browser history. But he says, "Yeah, hey, let me see your badge so we can get you out of here. Wow, brand new
I
operatives out into the field, huh?"
I just popped down the paperwork. I popped down the badge. Say nothing and just shove it towards him.
He slides your badge through a little machine. He says, "Wow, squad Deathaxe. Oh." He says, "They just got a demotion."
I know.
He says, "Okay, well," and he goes over to a I can't even use words, a dot matrix printer, and he starts going "Rah, rah, rah, rah," as it starts reeling out on the accordion paper, and he rips it off, and he says, "All right, well, I put you down for the BPN, and I'm gonna give you a copy of it real quick because I had it on the table the whole time, and I was being
Wait,
secretive."
did he sign the BPN for me?
Oh yeah,
Or
he totally just gave it to you.
oh yeah, newbies they always start with the blue. I forgot.
Oh, where you at? Where are you? Hold on. Oh wait, are you at the
Uh,
table? You're not at the table.
I no, I'm at the table. I'm right here. See me moving this
Oh, okay.
token right here?
Here you go.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Here's your newbie blue BPN.
All right. Is it okay if I take a screenshot of this?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and read it for the podcast, anyways. It says Department Authorization, Ministry of Truth. Training package is recommended. Investigation details: investigate Xi'an cult activity in Lower Downtown 7, sectors 12 through 19. Find and exterminate individual Greg. Terminate cult elements. Photo attached. Media prohibited. No lad available. Station analysis. It is 1,000 credits per squad. It is a 0.3 SCL increase. You've never seen an Orange BPN before.
Yeah. I just take a good look at it and just goes like, all right, I'll take it. And I just take the BPN.
He says, "Good luck, Deathaxe. Hope to see you in the news." Well, not on this one. Ha 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 ha. He kind of just laughs and, you know,
Yeah. And he just goes and leaves.
you have accepted a BPN for your squad. I love
Yep.
this.
Okay,
He's on the
second.
fast track to success this one. All right. So, anyways, do you call anybody, or you just kind of head out and you're just gonna meet up with everybody later?
I guess I'll fucking call the squad leader again so I can
Yeah,
bitch about.
He
So
doesn't answer.
do I have their fucking addresses?
No, you do not.
Son of a bitch.
You could
Okay.
They
assume they might
technically
live.
can't even get into where we are, can they?
He's actually on. Are you good housing too? I think he's actually in Suburbia 2. Aren't y'all in Suburbia 2 or 1?
I'm in Suburbia too, since I have good housing too.
Do you guys
Yeah,
remember where
we're
y'all
in
are at?
Suburbia too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in the same area. Which is actually
Yeah.
what squads are supposed to be done. They try to issue squads to people who live in the same
Yeah,
geographical
we
area,
got two.
but it doesn't
We got
always
two
work
because
out.
that one guy was gonna bump us to Suburbia, but because I had good housing, he bumped it to 2.
Okay. Wow, that is a really big mini now. All right. So you call squad lead, still no answer. What is your alternative at this point?
Uh,
Fast forward a couple hours for you, and I'll catch you up to wherever.
yeah, like he's not gonna go back. He's just like while he's like in while he's in Uptown, he's just gonna probably get some food since like he needs food for his home and
Yeah,
just like
yeah, for sure.
yeah and
It's very very expensive. I'll say it's gonna set you back at least 10 credits to get anything in Uptown, but the food is good, the entertainment is great, and you kind of wish you could live here.
yeah, it's a bit too close to it's a bit too close to the head office though. So
Head office is actually pretty nice in SLA Industries. I mean, I gotta say, for as dark as the setting is, North Central is kind of a good place.
yeah, but
Except for like all the dark finders walking around.
yeah, he's not a fan of this security. Like, and with like the stuff that he learned in the letter, he's just like, eh. So he's gonna.
But just remember, you have 30 days before you're no longer an operative.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like there's an expiration date for this BPN, right?
No. But it
Yeah.
is kind of assumed if you let it BPN go stale that you've been issued, there might be repercussions like SCL deductions, fines, pay decreases, things like that.
Yeah, but
SLA doesn't like operatives to sit on things, especially once they've accepted them.
fuck. What was the other guy's name again? Character name? Sorry.
Krieg.
Ryder. Krieg.
Creep.
I'll give Krieg one more call to see if he'll fucking answer, since I
This
assume
will be
he.
about 45 minutes, an hour later, maybe. So maybe you went to go eat. Maybe you're still at the restaurant in Central. Krieg, you are still filling out paperwork. You're probably about 20 minutes from getting to see the front of the line. You want to answer, or do you want to go ahead? They call your name. They call your name as the phone call's ringing. What do you want to do?
No.
So you go up to the front of the line.
Yeah.
Okay. You get there. They say hi. You get this perky girl. She's super nice. She's got
Cut
this
her off
awesome.
immediately and say, "Shut up, pipsqueak. Just do your job." Slam the
Oh.
paperwork down.
One of those, she says. She looks down and she puts some thick glasses on to get on her computer, and she says, "Ooh, can I have your badge, sir?" I
Really
assume you slide your badge over. She scans it and she says, that's weird." She says, "Did you know your squad got demoted recently?"
Do you know what the inside of your scanner machine looks like? Because I'm about to show you.
Oh, she says, "Oh, also it looks like a member of your squad named Damocles claimed a BPN about looks like an hour ago. So I can't actually issue you another BPN. I'm so sorry. But have a nice day." And she shuts the window.
I feel like at that, Damocles will just send a text very angrily. His fingers are too big, so it's in all caps
You
for
do
some reason.
recognize the fact that one of the numbers that's been calling you is one of your squad mates.
Yeah.
You make the connection.
Yeah, I send you a text, Krieg, that says, "I picked up a BPN. Squad lead isn't fucking answering."
I'll respond with, "What the hell do you want me to do about it?"
I just type in. I just type in nothing. I'm nothing. We could just do this by ourselves, I think.
Waits a very long time before responding.
Yeah.
Then goes, "Where are we meeting?" Then
Fucking.
Now y'all would know
Where,
well enough that y'all could join a squad chat channel where y'all could speak in voice chat as if y'all are on speakerphone, or you could meet up in person, or you can continue. Your cell phone is your headset. It does. It also doubles as a shortwave radio, and it's got multiple channels. It's pretty
yeah.
cool.
You know, I'm gonna send a text to like all the other squad members that aren't answering their fucking phones and just type in "pick up the fucking phone."
Okay.
Yeah.
Respond, just fuck you.
Nope, Drew can't respond.
Damn it.
All right. So I'm gonna say. So what do you guys do immediately? Y'all don't get any responses from the old members of the squad. What do what do y'all decide to do in the meantime? Y'all gonna give them some time, or you immediately set out for this BPM or BPN? Y'all want to see each other's strengths and weaknesses, or have a chat before you go out and risk your life?
Uh, I, I just send Krieg a text just saying, "Do you want to do the BPN now, or wait a bit for the rest of the fuckers to pick up?"
just tell him I'm not waiting for anyone.
Mm. I just reply, "Fair. Meet me at. I look around for a bar."
Could I? Yeah. Give me a good bar name.
Fucking.
The salty splatoon.
Salty Splatoon. There you go. It's usually the Weaking Skeever, but Salty Splatoon.
That's exactly why I said it.
Yes. That sounds like a frother bar to me personally, or at least a human bar. But yeah, most bars are
Yeah.
human bars because humans are 99, 98% of the population on this planet. Well, mostly. Let's just say that. Uh,
Yeah.
at least didn't work. Well, mostly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you guys go meet up at a bar, and um, could I just, would y'all mind if I just narrate and say, y'all end up wasting some time talking? Y'all waste a couple hours.
yeah. Just a couple hours chit chatting, I guess,
Okay.
trying to like. I feel like, and you can like call me out on this, all right, or
Hmm.
that we talk shit about our squad mates that didn't pick up their phone and basically fucked us over with us losing our jobs.
Oh yeah, Craig will talk shit about everyone. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
y'all have, yeah, go ahead.
by the way, I guess I should say this. When you see Damocles, he is like like casual Xeno, except his skin is like a gray white, and on top of his head, like like how there's those scout helmets that go on headgear. This one seems to be like customized, almost like Black Widow like shit.
Pretty fair.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so what I'm gonna do here is y'all do find that the Salty Spittoon has plenty of Dave beer on tap. By the way, Dave beer. Oh no, they do serve Dave beer, but if you order it, you're gonna look weird here. It is the cheapest swill that's on tap. They do have a whole bunch of craft beer that is overpriced because y'all are still in Central.
Mm.
Also, they have like really fancy drinks even in this place. Anybody ordering the Hurricane Mai Tai with sparkles and the flames?
What?
Mm.
They have some
No.
really expensive drinks for operatives who
No.
really want to show out, especially for operatives who are living the high life and want to be seen on social, in the social ads and in the newspapers.
Mm.
Not there's not so much here at the Salty Splatoon, but
Yeah.
it's a thing.
I just order myself Dave beer. That's
Okay,
what I drink.
it tastes terrible, but you just pound it down. It's Dave beer has a certain connotation in the setting, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But all right. So hours pass. Drew.
Yes.
Oh my God, you hurt so bad. You hurt so bad.
Ow.
And you open your eyes. You have a tube sticking out of your arm. You are laying in a hospital bed. You look in front of you, and there is I'm trying to remember, a 9-year-old Eben boy is sitting there.
Drew's
Um,
child.
huh?
Drew's child.
A 9-year-old Evan boy is standing there or sitting there next to your bedside, and he says, "Are you awake? Fuck, it worked." He says, "Look, I didn't think it was gonna kill you or anything. Look, they said it was gonna make you sleep a lot, so I just went ahead and just unplugged it, and you've been sleeping for a couple days, so I figured you need to get up.
It-
Your phone's been blowing up, man.
What?
Also,
What?
also, I don't have a way to get home, so you know."
What the
Um,
fuck? What?
hey,
Where am I?
you look at yourself, Drew, and you're in your death suit, number one, but you've got a gown over you for some reason, and you look like you've been bandaged, and you feel like you may have a broken arm.
Hold on.
You're a doctor, so you know these things.
Yeah.
You
Well,
also make the
I was,
worst patients.
I was going to say first off, I recognize I'm in a hospital.
Yes, it looks like a hospital room.
Like I take that in for a second, and then I look at this pipe sticking out of my fucking arm.
Well, it's an IV.
Oh, see, that has a different connotation to what you said. I was about to go yell at some doctors for having me here for several days and not removing debris.
Oh yeah. No, Drew, you're moderately clean, somewhat taken care of. You look around and you are in you can see like outside out in the hall there is a whole bunch of business going on. It is a super busy hospital. No one really gives a fuck about you. But Twitch is sitting here, your dependent, sitting by your hospital bed with all the medication that you were supposed to be taking shoved in his pocket.
If when I notice this, I look at him.
With the best of intentions.
No, when I notice this, I look at him. Good boy, take more.
He said he says, well, no, like the rest of your friends, like they're all doped up pretty good. I just figured you might want to wake up. I would. I wouldn't want to be sitting on this stupid machine. Anyways, Drew, you're at half health. Your death suit is
No.
at half
Yeah.
half health.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking not.
Okay.
I don't have time for this mediocre human healing shit.
Yeah, I mean, when you get brought to the hospital, they don't have Evans on staff to heal stupid ass humans.
Yeah,
But you are an
no.
Eben, and
As soon as
unfortunately,
I
no Evans showed up to heal you. That's not how things work.
as soon as
By
I
the way, the
move,
hospital bill's probably gonna be pretty expensive.
fuck them. I haven't paid my last one. As
There's
soon as
also
I
a
move,
pile of paperwork sitting at the foot of the bed. Yeah, that too.
priority. As soon as I move and feel pain, I heal myself.
Okay. You make whatever rolls. I assume you pass the rolls to heal yourself. It doesn't matter because you can just keep doing
Okay.
it.
That's if you're willing to say that.
Yeah, I don't care.
I heal myself.
There is a bag of your gear in the corner of the room. Whatever gear you own is in that bag. Or there's a locker. There you go.
Okay.
Because it's a hospital. It is the hospital here on, yeah.
I look
It's one
around.
of
Are
the
my
yard.
squad? Is this like a group room? Like, is this like
You know
curtains
what? I
dividing
would
beds?
say because the nature of your work, there is a room that they would probably stick operatives in. Yeah, you can see every one of your squad members is in this hospital except for Jonathan's character Spike, Diamond's character Sputnik, and Anados. None of those guys are here.
I sit up on the bed
Okay.
and I just kind of sit there for a second, focusing real
You see
hard, trying to
Rooney,
remember
you
what
see Brenna's
happened.
character. They're all out cold.
Yeah, I sit up on the bed and I sit there for a couple of minutes, just focusing, trying to recall anything of why I'm here.
Roll a knowledge check DC 10. Just straight knowledge.
All right. What do you want me to?
I'll tell you.
Just
Yeah,
this.
just knowledge. Just roll a D10 plus your knowledge, and you can add a free skill dice.
7 with a 5 on the skill dice.
You got a total of 7.
Yeah, total of 7.
You have no idea why you're here.
I pick up the stack of paper and briefly skim it, see if it's got any mention.
The first one is a demotion. Very, very plainly, someone has printed out and left a demotion. Also, there's some paperwork as far as financing your hospital bills, but there's no final price on there.
Okay. Nothing else in there other than legal bullshit.
It's mostly legal bullshit.
Okay. All right. Well, I walk over. I go over to Rooney first.
Okay. You gonna mess with him?
I'm not here.
I consider it, but against my best intentions, I don't. And I want to just like gather his situation and was he in a
by
similar?
the way, while you're there, you actually see an orderly coming in and starts unhooking Brenna. While you're just doesn't care about you at all.
Just completely fucking ignores me. Hi, hello.
He's starting to wheel her out.
No, stop.
He says, no, I got orders, man. Hospital's got to run.
Okay, cool. Oh, civilian friend, what's your SCL?
He does not have SCL. He is just an employee of the hospital.
Right.
11.
I tap my No, he's not even a SLA employee. I don't think so. That's not even SCL.
Oh shit. Okay.
I tap the SCL and I get to tell you to say no. Go tell your superiors. They can come deal with me. Leave her here.
I'll go tell the facilities manager, but I was told to make room for humans.
That's cool. We will make room quickly.
Notably, Brenna is a advanced carrion.
Right. So I switch my directive and I look at her first. Then.
He leaves her alone and walks out the room.
All right. I check her over. She's in like.
Same condition you are. Half health,
Okay.
but she is out. She is knocked out on some good drugs.
Okay.
Did I-
I disconnect the
drip,
the
because it
drip.
is a drip.
Yeah.
You realize with your medical history that she'll probably wake up in 15, 20 minutes. Maybe
That's
soon.
cool.
Maybe sooner.
That's cool. I'll let her wake up.
Okay. Hard
Any
carries in
medicines
a
there?
locker.
I look around since he's apparently Twitch has apparently gotten
There's
hold
a
of some
lot
medicine.
of regular drugs. These are like soft drugs, not combat drugs. These are like hospital drugs, and they're not the ones that they lock behind the counter. They're like aspirin and shit.
That's
Pain
fucking
away.
fine. That's fucking fine. Twitch, grab these.
Start pilfering. Twitch shoves them in his bag and looks around.
All right, and I go back to
There
or
are
I
plenty
wheel
of
her back
cameras in
into
these rooms,
place.
but it doesn't really matter. Go ahead.
That's fine. I wheel her back into her place.
Okay.
And then I go back over to Rooney.
Mhm.
Same situation.
Yeah, he's got the drip. Yep. He's injured just as bad as you. Y'all are all similarly injured. You do feel. Can you fix a broken arm?
Yes.
You had a broken arm.
Yes.
It looks like Rooney. Where didn't you sit in the APC with everybody else? Yeah, didn't y'all have an APC?
I don't.
I thought Brenna or somebody had one.
She had one.
Okay.
Yeah.
She referred it on me.
I don't remember if I was in that.
Just gonna say that your character, while he is unconscious, does have a broken foot.
Okay.
I don't like it, but we'll go with it.
Okay.
I go around and disconnect everyone's leads.
Okay.
While instructing Twitch to grab anything useful.
Pilfer. Okay.
I have a clinic
He
to run.
grabs he grabs things that a child would grab, not that an adult that is a medical professional would grab. But yes.
Yeah.
So tongue depressors and gauze.
Pretty much.
Yes. I unhook everyone. I leave them to wake up naturally. Except for Rooney. I go over and slap his ass.
It doesn't really help him wake up, but like a minute or two sooner, because that's how medicine works. As far as
I don't think he was doing it to wake him up.
Rooney, you wake up with a pain all over your body, but also in your face, because you just gotta get that jolt of. You feel a jolt. You don't really feel the pain. You feel the jolt, and your eyes open up, and you can see Drew standing there over you, and you notice yourself in the same situation, hospital bed. Your foot feels really, really wobbly, and you don't really know it's broken yet.
I'm just gonna go, what the fuck?
Same question I have. Hold still. I heal him.
Okay. He fixes everything.
Okay.
I was gonna say I healed myself, but
better.
He has first opportunity. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I tell him I don't know what the fuck happened, why we're here, but I need someone who isn't going to murder an orderly to figure that out for us. Also, we're in debt now.
Fuck debt. No, we ain't.
Also, we've apparently been
pile
demoted.
of paperwork on his bed.
You said there's paperwork on my bed?
Oh, yes.
Oh, then I immediately begin the process, James.
The tools of your trade. Yeah, you see there's a bunch of medical paperwork involving, it's not LAD, but it's operative coverage for injuries, and basically it says it won't cover anything and you're responsible for everything.
I would like to imagine instead of them giving you a pill, they just gave you the paperwork as a pillow.
Yeah, pretty much. It will stack higher and higher as the days go by. You look at it and basically it says you see a demotion for your squad on there. It says failure to complete a BPN. Notably, it's maybe fuzzy to you at this moment, but you do vaguely remember a long time ago, out of character, but in character, you kind of put it together. I don't know, like a week ago, y'all started a BPN. It just I believe it was the one that involved Anados murdering those people. But
Yeah, that was, I think,
but
the
you're
last
not
one.
sure if that was directly related to you failing in the BPN. Um, yeah. Go ahead and make an admin roll,
Okay.
if you'd like. Just looking over the paperwork. Difficulty's going to be 10. I would give you minuses, but I'm not really worried about it right now, just because of your addled state.
You said it's a what?
10. It's a pretty tough roll.
So my knowledge is a 4. That's a 3. That's a 5. So pass, 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 pass.
How many skill
So,
success did you get?
so I have a 3 in admin finance. So I passed all 4 of my dice.
Okay, you had 4 dice. Okay, so that
Wait,
is
they're wrong
it's not an
dice.
epic success, but that is, I believe, the exceptional success. Um,
Well,
mhm.
what's a? I passed the pass fail and all the others. So why
And
wouldn't
3.
it?
You pass fail plus 3.
No, pass fail plus 4.
Oh, that's epic success. Never mind. Okay, so you realize that
Yeah, I was gonna say with paperwork, James, you should know by now.
yeah. I know you're the paperwork. That's your battlefield. Um,
The one time I
you see that okay, so the demotion paperwork seems pretty legit. You're not really sure how you could do anything about it, but you rolled epic success, so I'm going to say that there might be something you could do to possibly get that alleviated. It would be very difficult, but it's possible. It's very possible.
okay, let's go.
Especially with the fact that your squad was incapacitated somehow, which you don't really remember how it happened. You could roll a knowledge check, just D10 plus knowledge, if you want to. If you're not worried about it, I'm not worried
Um,
about it.
what else could I roll? Cause I have like forensics.
Nope, just knowledge.
I what did you say? Oh,
DC 10.
I rolled a 10 plus 4, so
And get a free skill dice while you're at it.
8 plus 4.
So you made 2 successes, or you passed with it with an additional success. And this is just kind of a hard roll, just because there is no skill for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say like.
It's a hard roll. Um, you're putting things together, and you rolled really well. So I'm going to give you the full detail. You remember that your squad was pursuing. Y'all were going to this club called Utopia to find this subversive guy with a dirty bomb. You remember this much. A dirty bomb, like a dirty fission bomb. It was a gross little device this guy had made. And remember, Brenna had made this little device to set it off if y'all wanted to. And but it wasn't a really. It was kind of just. It was just a toy y'all had. But anyways, this guy, his Mark Miller was his name, and y'all were supposed to be tracking him down or tracking down his contact at this casino called Utopias. And y'all were on your way there, and you remember you were driving in the APC, everybody was together, and at some point you remember Sputnik. He jumped across the APC, he jumped across everybody, grabbed the wheel from Brenna's character, and jerked it sideways. And he flipped y'all's APC as far as you can remember.
Okay.
He is singularly responsible, you think, for this accident.
So we kill him. Cool. Go on.
You know that you remember falling. You're not sure why you had the sensation of, I mean, weightlessness after he cut the wheel. I mean, it's APC; it would roll over probably. Y'all might have been going really fast. You also remember something else though, because you rolled extra successes. You thought you saw right before I mean, you're not even sure how he would know this because he was in the back at the APC. I'm saying maybe you were in the front, but you think maybe there was something in the road, and maybe that's why he did that. Maybe not. You're not
Okay.
100% sure. But you didn't have a chance to talk about it. Y'all were involved in a horrible car crash, and here you are.
Now, does it say in the paperwork how long we had been here?
Y'all been here at least
Or-
3 days.
Okay. And does it say what they have been doing to us, or what
Basically,
they've been injecting us with, that kind of a thing?
basically it says that they've been keeping y'all comatose for healing processes, and basically the hospital's way understaffed, given the nature of the what's going on in the local region. And so basically, they didn't have time to deal with you guys. And so they figured that the best thing they could do for y'all is to keep y'all comatose and keep y'all paying the hospital.
Alright, and what level are we on?
Y'all are on Downtown 5.
Okay.
One of the last places you could find a hospital as you go deeper and deeper into downtown.
Yeah.
It is probably the second worst quality care you could get, short of a street doctor.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and look at Anados and just or not
Anados is not there.
Animus and be
Animus.
like, we have a few problems. And kind of relay just some of the information as to what I've read and share the broken memory that I kind of have. I'm not gonna share all of it.
Oh,
But
you blew
just some of
the check out of the water. You also know that your APC was towed and taken to a shiver lot on Downtown 5.
Alright.
It did state that it had to be towed.
So it is not working.
You're not really sure.
So I'm gonna go ahead and relay that to Animus and see what's kind of going on. See if he knows anything that I am not aware of, so that we can try and make
Drew,
best
you
decision.
have no memory of what happened.
Yeah, I fucking don't remember
Either you
shit.
weren't paying attention. I mean, you kind of remember the BPN y'all were working on. You don't remember like how far y'all got along on it, and and with the
Alright.
notice that y'all failed the BPN and you've been demoted for it, it's not really something y'all have to be concerned with anymore.
All I know is that I'm very glad Twitch knows not to trust Big Pharma.
Twitch doesn't trust any kind of authority.
So as it stands, just lay of the land really quick with you, James. Me, him, the kid, and Brenna are in a room. Is anyone else in the room?
No, that's it. Brenda, you wake up.
No!
Brenna, make a knowledge check really quick. I want to see if you remember what happened, because you were probably the driver,
Let's see.
assuming it was your vehicle.
Well, they've been too busy making thrones, apparently.
No, that was me. I've been making dice thrones for a while. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'll get.
Okay, let's see. It's a knowledge one, you said?
Just knowledge with a kicker dice. Yeah.
To knowledge with one extra.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, wait. You're saying
Roll
with
roll a d10, add your knowledge, and then roll another
Yeah.
d10 as your
making
skill,
sure.
as your skill dice.
I'm making sure that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, is that? No, your pass fail
That
dice is
no.
a failure.
Yeah, no. That I don't know shit.
Brenna, you don't remember. I mean, you kind of vaguely remember the BPN. You vaguely remember y'all had to go drive somewhere. You don't really remember why, but before that, everything's clear. You're very groggy.
So, just she was the one driving though, because Brenna, I think, is the only one who actually had drive.
Yeah, I think I was.
Okay.
Drive military.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, look, we need.
I got to drive everything,
and we need to get out now.
What the fuck?
And
is
your
going
demotion letter.
on?
You got a demotion letter right there.
I said we have to go talk to some people and figure out what's going on. Let's go. Move. Come on.
Oh, y'all also have a fuck ton of missed calls and text messages.
It's all from the same number, by the
Yeah,
way.
like especially today. Like it's been pretty dead, but like today, y'all have had a bunch from the same numbers. Also, there was one something about y'all fucking answer me or something like that.
I look at the texts and
You have no idea what these numbers are.
see like
I'm gonna to the one that says pick up the phone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send back. I mean, I have it picked up right now.
I look at the text messages and just kind of sigh and look at Animus or Rooney and be like, "This is your department."
Can y'all pause like everything for just a moment? I gotta put Obi to bed, and I'll be right back. 1 second.
Yeah, because I gotta.
Well, this is
Go.
all
We're
right.
back
So,
on.
all right, so Animus, you see like texts, like various texts, basically. What the fuck did you guys do? Please pick up the phone. Picked up an Orange BPN. Uh, gonna wait till tomorrow. Pick
No,
up the fucking
no.
phone.
Hold on. I'm scrolling through these messages. I'm looking
Orange
at them,
BPN.
and I'm initially going to look to Rooney and be like, "This is your department," and I'm going to look back down and see picked up an Orange BPN. I'm going to dial the fucking number immediately.
That's almost as bad as getting a black. Just saying. Oh. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, bring.
Ring ring.
Ring,
I,
ring.
I pick up in the background. You just like hear a vacuum cleaner going off and just a fucking TV blaring, and it's like, "Hello."
Hi, yes. Are you fucking insane?
Well,
I'm just gonna rip the phone out of his hand and be like, "Look, I'm the team lead. What is going on? Who are you? Why are you sending us messages?"
my name is Damocles. I'm new to your squad. What the fuck did you guys do that is gonna risk? That's gonna risk all our jobs.
First off, I'm in charge here. I make decisions, not you. Second off, we don't know what's going on. We're currently in a hospital on Downtown 5, and we've been out for 3 to 4 days. So, this is what's going to happen. We're going to go to insert bar name, James, this is on you, on Suburban
Winking Skeever?
2.
It's always Winking Skeever.
We're going to go there, hun. On
There's
Suburban
also a really
2.
good sushi bar if you want to go there.
Sure, we'll go to the sushi bar because I feel like that could just be different today. And you're going to meet us there.
That ain't fish, though.
Shut up. And we're going to meet there in 2 hours. Is that reasonable, James?
It sounds good to me.
Well, wait.
And I'm just going to hang up.
2 hours to get from suburbia to downtown 5. Good.
I mean, that's being pretty optimistic, but yeah.
I thought we were going up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you are going up.
Yeah, like I thought we were going from downtown 5 to suburbia.
Oh no, well
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's gonna be 5 levels to 7 levels, so that's gonna be about 3 hours at least.
Correct.
I just
Revise
told him
time.
to text him back.
Correct me if
hold on.
I'm wrong. They're in downtown 5, right?
Yes.
So is there downtown and then lower downtown?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Okay, never mind then.
Because you picked up a BPN for downtown 7. If you look on the list.
Now, if I'm not mistaken,
James?
downtown 1 is the high.
Downtown
Is the
1
crust.
is the crust. It's actually open air.
Yeah, so as you go higher in number is the sketchier that gets, right?
It's the better it gets, the higher you go.
The
But
lower.
1 through 6
lower.
are kind of garbage. Anyways, they're not great, but 7 gets horrible. 7 and down gets really bad. Like super,
yeah, that's
super
what I
bad.
thought. It's like the higher the number in downtown, like
Yeah.
the
But
7,
suburbia
8,
is
9,
nice.
10 is like the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell Animus, I'll be like, look, just tell him to meet us there, and we'll be there when we get there.
Can y'all tell I prepared for this?
Hold on. Where are we meeting them?
The sushi bar.
Right. In character. Is this a sushi bar? Like I know?
It's near where y'all live, so sure.
I know my house. Would you say that suburbia is like when you going up?
Yeah,
Would this be within half a kilometer?
like oh, yeah, you could in theory port up there. Now, that being said,
Cool.
y'all do have a vehicle down here you haven't checked on the status of, and if you abandon
Yeah.
it, it's
So that's
mean,
what.
prohibitively expensive to get another one.
Well, I mean, we
Yeah.
can get them and then come back.
It's also a thing.
I would prefer not to stay here.
Wait,
Yeah.
is there like was there a phone number for wherever my
It's in the
APC
paperwork.
got
It's
taken?
there's a shiver station a couple sectors away, and apparently it's stuck in the motor pool for y'all to retrieve it as per
Yeah.
the paperwork. That being said,
And
Um,
this
doesn't
I,
say anything about the status of the vehicle, whether it's drivable, anything like that.
I wanna call the station and see if they can give me an update on it.
Okay. You call 15 minutes and they haven't picked up the phone. You keep Are you still on hold?
I mean, yeah, I want my fucking APC.
Okay. About 23 minutes in, they answer, and one of them says, "Shiver Station, Sector 87. Um, what can I help you with?"
Hey, so I think that y'all have my APC, and I want it back. So what do I
You
need
with
to
that
do about
Deathaxe
that?
squad?
Maybe.
Yeah. We only got one squad's APC. It's not normal for us to have these things. Um, all right. Yeah. If you got the paperwork, I can let you come take it.
What paperwork do I need?
You have
It's
you
like
have the bunch
is
of
that
paper.
paper?
You have a paperwork on the bed saying it's yours.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna look at her and be like, "What's the status of it? Drivable,
What's
not
the
drivable."
what's the like what does it look like? Like I mean, is it drivable or is it
I'll send you the motor pool. She clicks you over to motor pool. It
20
rings. It
years.
rings.
Like,
It rings. How long do you sit on hold?
until someone picks up?
All
I
right.
also want to say, like, as we're
15
going
minutes
through
passes and
this,
nobody picks up.
James, as we're going through this, can we go ahead and start walking out the hospital?
Yeah, sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Brandon, nobody ever picks up.
What level does it say it's on?
It's
It's
just
downtown 5.
It's just
Y'all are in
fewer
sector
sectors
43. It's in 87.
How far away is that?
By bus, you think about it, it's a couple hours. It's
Let me go
technically
get my.
not a super far distance. Well, actually, no, it would be a fair distance. Um, you could call the motor pool again. I don't know.
I'm gonna call the motor pool.
Okay, well, you call the station. It does take, 20 minutes or so for them to pick up while you're doing whatever you're doing. And you get the same lady, you think, and she said, and you ask about the motor pool.
Well, I'm just gonna be like, look, we were trying to get attached to the motor pool. You transferred us already. They didn't answer. We need to know the status of this vehicle.
Give me a persuasion.
Ooh, I have that.
I was trying to see if you were going to be an asshole or not.
So I need that. If I have a 2, I roll 2 extra dice, right?
Yeah, you'll roll a total of 4 dice if you have a 2, because you got your pass fail, your two skill dice, and then a free dice. And we'll say it's a 7.
Okay, well, before I add anything, I already have a 9 on pass fail, a
Okay.
7, a 2, and a 7. So the 2, my charisma is a 3, so that's a 2, so additional 5. So that takes it to a 7. So I think that's
How many skills you got? How many skill dice success?
2.
All of them? Or 2 of them? Okay. That's
Well, they all passed
yeah.
with modifier.
So you got 4 total success dice, including your
Yes.
success dice. Okay. That's an exceptional pass. She says, hold on. One of the guys is right here. and you hear her say, something, that APC, blah blah blah. You can hear somebody on this side say, well, I think it's drivable, and she says it's drivable.
All right, we will be there in the next couple hours to pick it up. Thank you very much. Can I have your name?
Abby.
Cool. Drew, remember that.
No.
And I'll say thank you. Goodbye. And click.
All right. All right. So what are y'all guys up to now?
I say the three of us go ahead and I guess catch a bus and go, or Drew, do you want to?
Bamf. It's the technical term.
Well, do y'all want
Drew,
to wait
you
here for a
did
minute?
say that at the start of the game, because we've had a lot of downtime between our games, that you purchased Reality Fold.
Yep.
At what
Reality
level?
Fold 3.
At
3.
3. Okay. So this wasn't a just on the fly thing. This was a pre-game thing. Okay.
So let me ask you this: how far can I go with Reality Fold 2?
Not super far, I don't think.
40 meters.
I think Drew's getting into like travel range.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say I know Drew was saying he may want to vamp up and get them and come back.
That's y'all's decision.
So
I,
I'm gonna ask him. I'm like, we can go get this. We can go get the other guys and come back. What do you want to do?
Hold on a second. I recall the number.
Y'all are kind of
That,
hungry.
that's cool.
Fucking nerve.
I recall the number for whoever I talked to last.
Was it Krieg or Damocles?
I think it was
Damocles.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it. You want to
Ring,
call him
ring.
back?
Yeah,
Ting,
I'm
ting.
calling it back.
Ting,
Ring,
Ring
ring.
ring.
Ting ting.
Yeah. I pick it up. Yeah, I'm getting ready. What's up?
How fast can you be ready?
I take a look around. So Damocles, he was cleaning his fucking place and washing his, making sure the dependent he has is taking a fucking bath, and it's like, which bar do you want to go again?
Did you and Krieg separate real quick? Did y'all dispatch to your homes?
Yeah, I assume so.
I have to
Yeah.
interrupt, and I'm really sorry to interrupt. Krieger.
Yes.
Real quick. By the time that you get to your housing, the resident advisor actually comes at you and says, "I am so sorry. There seems to be some issue with your housing, but I do have your paperwork for your new lodgings, and he gives it to you, and it from the looks of it, it puts you all the way across the city. It's still in Suburbia 1. That being said, you're gonna have all your things moved to the new place because you're not actually sanctioned for this lodging here. So sorry. They must have messed something up, upstairs."
I just angrily stare at her. Like her eye literally twitches and a vein can be seen on her forehead.
Hey, Drew, come over here to my little area.
Apparently, there was some kind of mix-up with your paperwork.
What?
Look at
Yeah,
this guy.
little
Whenever I pick
mix
him
up,
up, he
huh?
starts walking, and then if I move him this way, he runs.
Yeah,
Oh, cute.
these things happen. You're really lucky to get in Suburbia 1. I mean, there's a housing shortage in the upper levels, anyways.
I dare them to try and take my house. I'll kill them.
Well,
I'll
these things
face the
happen in
shit.
giant labyrinthine bureaucracies.
Okay, so continue y'all's conversation.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Damocles and Drew.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
How fast? Yeah, how fast can you be ready?
Got some stuff to do, but I could be with there in an hour and a half.
No, like where you're at. How fast can you have your gear on you?
Say again. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Like where you're at. How fast can you have your gear on you?
Less than 5 minutes.
Cool. Hang there for a second. What's your address?
I'm not giving you my address. I don't know you.
going to be one of them. Give me
Uh,
dismiss channel Rooney. Channel Rooney.
how about this? I'll give you the block, and I'll meet you outside.
Give
How
me your
about that?
building number.
Yeah, fine. I give you my building number.
I mean, it's
Okay.
suburbia too. It's a nice place. He doesn't want to just give that to anybody.
Is he
Our
close by
house
my
is
house?
Geographically, pretty close. Yeah, you could probably hop a cab and be there in a couple minutes.
Okay. Can you call your other dude and ask him where he's at and how fast he can be ready? I assume y'all have talked.
Or at least get him to your house.
You know what? Fine, I'll do it. Just get this shit over with.
While he's doing that, can I just do my check real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, roll your check.
Or
Krieger, real quick. Since you've been locked out of your apartment for the time being, because apparently they pushed that paperwork through really fast. What are you gonna do in the meantime since you're effectively homeless today?
Vent.
On any close object.
There's people coming in and out of your building. Most of them are suited SLA employees, since it's suburbia. They'd be ops and the families of other ops. They would be corporates with decent positions.
So you're gonna find the nearest object that can be broken and just like a trash can or something, and literally
Just beat the ever
beat
living
on
tar
it
out of it.
until it's like a thin, crumpled up mess.
You know, honestly, most of these people in this area have dealt with operatives with anger issues. It's a pretty common thing. They leave you the fuck alone.
Krieg, your phone rings.
I answer and very loudly yell, "What?"
Okay. All right, talk to squad lead. We're gonna do the job. Meet up at insert bar name here. It's a sushi.
Whatever. Hangs up before he finishes.
Sorry.
all right.
I'm not gonna call again. Just gonna.
Wait, might be
Yeah,
best.
Yeah, it might be best just to
Someone needs
let
therapy.
yeah, therapy or just needs to not.
Have some Dave beer. It makes it all better. Oh, all right. So, Drew, did you pass your check?
I did not.
Did you do it again after you failed it?
No, I was going to ask you if you would allow me. I'll burn the flux.
Yeah, you
but-
can just keep re-rolling it. It's like you could do it in combat over and over again.
There we go. I rolled one of the two numbers that would fail me.
Yep. We do the house rule of ones on pass fail dices are failures. It's just a house rule. It's not standard. That being said, you can still succeed through experience, and you can still luck the roll and all sorts of good shit. Unless
Alright.
you're a Evan, then you can't luck rolls.
So, assuming that I'm within
yes, you bamf up several levels.
yeah, because I was about to say I doubt they're taller than a.
Yeah, there's not a lot of distance between levels. How far did you go, or can you go?
I can do 1 kilometer in a jump.
I'm not really gonna bother with the minuscule parts of it. I'm sure you can do it.
If I have to take 2, I'll take 2.
Nah, just one's fine.
Okay.
So you
I get-
bamf up several levels to a place you know, and then you catch a cab for
Yes,
5 credits to go wherever you want to go.
that's fine. And I go to his building and wait outside.
Okay. I assume Damocles is gonna be out there waiting.
Yeah. After that phone call, Damocles is just gonna like fucking prep food for my dependent. So stop them, make sure we're not eating shit. Get his gear on and just leave.
Stomp out of the house. Oh. All right.
Did the other one contact me?
As far as I know, Krieg was heading to a location that Damocles gave him.
Yeah, the bar.
Yep, the bar.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Krieg did hang up when I was halfway explaining it.
Yep. All right. So y'all are together, Drew. What do y'all do now that you two are together? Also, describe your character if you want. I mean, you are, Eben.
Yeah, sure. You're waiting. Can we say you're waiting outside when I get there?
Yeah, you're waiting outside. You see, you see a 7-foot tall Xenostormer, except it's like instead of like the usual bluish gray, it's more gray white, and you see him like almost like Black Widow, like like those scout interfaces. That's like over his eyes, and he's
Yeah.
just like leaning against a wall, looking around.
I get out of the cab and I the I assume you're the only like operative looking person nearby.
Standing on the corner like a prostitute. Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Showing some leg, definitely.
He's naked.
I have pants at least. I have
Okay.
pants and a coat.
Okay.
So
So
you're
I
a flasher.
I get out and you see Animus is an ebon death suit with like green tinting to it. Green hair, white eyes, and he's got this like poncho over him with a all kind of little bag strapped to it.
Very brightly colored for an operative.
This is an ebon. They're all brightly colored.
Yeah.
They,
Uh,
you
oh.
555-6012. I don't think he ever said his name.
No, I haven't, but I just look at you, give a nod, and says, "Yeah, are you?" 1 sec. I pull a piece of paper. Aminus.
Close enough. Yes. All right. Cool. You got in touch with the other guy, right?
Yep. Well, somewhat.
Cool. Where's he gonna meet us at?
Winking Skeever, I think it's the bar y'all said, I think.
Sushi bar.
Sushi bar. Drew, I think you know the sushi bar.
Okay.
We'll just say you do for.
It's a sushi bar we frequent.
Yep.
Would you give me that it's within half a kilometer?
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
Okay, cool. I walk up to Damocles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I assume I'm first going to be like, "What's your actual name?" Just so my character knows.
Oh, Damocles. You?
Cool. Animus. Do you get motion sickness very easily?
Don't forget he has a dependent.
Well, that depends. Not much, but.
Cool. I walk up to him and clap him on the shoulder and teleport him.
All right.
Should I
roll?
See, roll if it happens first, or else
because
just
slay.
have or we'll just have this awkward moment where you just slap my shoulder.
I pass, but my skill dice suck and I'm burning my flux.
That's fine. You'll get it back over the course of a couple hours.
So Damocles, we're now at the sushi bar.
Okay.
That's faster than a taxi.
Yeah. GM, should I roll not to vomit or no?
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna say your character's probably has no memory, has never been reality folded anywhere before. If you want to make a so stamina, you can make a strength roll. Just roll a strength roll, DC 10. Just single dice. That's how poisons and stuffs are dealt with. Make it.
No, nat 1.
You empty the natural one. Yeah, you empty the contents of your stomachs on Drew. I assume you might have more than one. I don't know.
Just some, just a shit ton of beer.
Projectile vomiting, Drew. Projectile vomiting.
Yeah. I just look at you and just said, "Ward me next time."
Fair enough.
It's not a glamorous life.
I take my poncho off and shake it.
It is not raining on this level. It is the water that is the sewage water from the level above that is raining down on you. So it's not very clean. It's cleaner than it is on Downtown 5, but it's not saying much.
Mm-hmm.
So I look around. I doubt he'd would have had time to get here, but
no, he's gonna be late.
Yeah, because this
Krieg,
is like.
Are you heading there?
I would like to announce my presence by throwing the said crumpled up trash can into view of them after
Okay.
I see them.
I'm gonna say you get there a few minutes after they do, but we'll just say you arrive for purposes of getting everyone together. Y'all all kind of get there as a group. Drew, how are the others getting there? Were they?
Oh,
You just left them high and dry.
Yeah, no, I left them there. We're going to meet them.
Oh, okay. So y'all went to this. You're gonna bamf them back down.
Yes.
Oh, were you gonna pick up sushi first? Are you?
Depends. How long?
Are you a monster?
How long is Krieger gonna be? Is it a
I'll
couple
say
minutes?
he's 10
Like,
minutes late.
sure. I place an order, and I order
Yeah.
one. I order like generic sushi for everyone.
Good.
Now, given you're on Suburbia, it's still kind of expensive, so I'm gonna set you back 15 credits.
That's fine.
Seems pretty reasonable.
You know what? I
But
will
that's
because
food for everyone,
I
and
do
it's
like,
good food.
and I'm including my dependent in this,
Okay.
and I do like her, so I'm gonna pay
BRB.
20 credits and say I get extra for Scully because
Aw.
Ah.
Big Dog needs food.
Yeah, she's gonna have a hard blow to deal with in a minute.
All right, hold on. Let me
Oh,
note
I
that.
forgot
I just
something.
gotta kill Luke. I just gotta kill Luke next time I see him.
Oh, Brenda, I forgot to tell you something.
Yeah.
In your stack of paperwork, there was something else that you
You're a nerd.
forgot to see.
Uh-huh.
You see something that makes you go pale and sick to your stomach all at the same time.
What?
The letterhead says ABC Marketing, civil suit. It does state that they would be willing to settle out of court with you for your dereliction of your sponsorship contract for a mere 5,000 credits.
Oh shit.
That being said, there is a sweetheart deal for a 20% off the top of your earnings indefinitely, also in lieu of the 5,000 credits. That being said, you need to get a lawyer.
I got a Cody.
You got a Cody.
Because he was gonna help me deal with it, and then this shit happened.
Oh yeah, no, they brought it to your hospital room and laid it on your unconscious body, and that was you getting served.
Well, yeah, of course, because that's they're dicks.
Because that's fair. Oh, Brent has an ongoing problem with ABC Marketing.
Yeah.
We'll get it taken care of eventually, Brenna.
I know. We need to get this shit sorted first.
All right, so
Yeah.
y'all order your food. Krieger gets there, announcing herself by throwing a trash can.
Yeah.
What does Krieger look like?
So she's just a human. She's about 6 foot tall.
Did you buy armor?
Yes, I have the. Hold on.
Flak or body blocker?
PP6G4 body blocker.
You bought the standard. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's why I told you it took a little squeezing, but I got absolutely everything I wanted with like
Good.
25 credits to spare.
Good.
But she's about 6 foot tall. She's got one of those kind of punky haircuts where it's like she's long along the top but kind of shaved on one side, and red contact lenses, and that's it. She's just an average human after that.
Okay.
Dog.
Oh yeah, Fenrir, my little doggo.
Little.
Yeah, decent sized doggo.
Yeah. Drew's gonna veg out or corgi out in a minute.
No, I fucked up.
What?
I can
You don't have
teleport
enough.
me and
You can't
I can
teleport the dog.
teleport me and two others.
I will make it convenient for you this one time.
I forgot about the dog.
Just forget about the dog. The dog isn't a person. So,
I'll have this dog kill
Technically,
you.
the dog is an attachment of you, so if you hold it, it's not a person.
If it's a purse dog, it's technically an accessory.
No,
Yeah.
hold on.
Holding Fenrir.
I have a solution to this,
It counts.
which I will
Send
bring
them
up.
one at a time.
No, I have a solution to this. I will bring it up in kind. You walk up, apparently throwing a trash can.
Yeah, it's the same trash can she's beaten.
Just
She
kicked it down the
crumbled down.
street. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yep, that's her.
Oh, fuck, fun.
Yep.
She growls as he steps forward. This had better be important.
Are you good? You good there?
Why do you care?
Do you want drugs? We got shit to deal with, and
Then let's deal with it and not just stand around and talk. Come on. What the hell are we doing?
Bags of sushi.
You're over
look
here buying food and not getting a move on. Our jobs are at stake. Hello.
Yeah, what I'm about to do, I kind of want you in a stable state of mind.
She grabs hold of the collar of his shirt. Just do it. Stop talking.
Fuck, okay. And I just reach out and grab Damocles,
Bamf.
and we teleport.
Yeah. Also,
Let's
during
you
that bit,
awkwardly standing in the rain.
yeah, Damocles mid eating sushi.
Well, at least your stomach's gonna be full again.
Hope.
And I
Yep,
found this
and I-
convenient sushi bar just for this.
That's gonna be fish flavored.
No, I reach out and grab Damocles and stand there awkwardly for a few minutes.
I'm finishing my
Burn
sushi.
it up, Drew. Burn it up.
Just watching. Just watching all of this.
Hey, I got my. Oh, fuck. Goddamn one. Burn it. Fuck.
Did you miss one?
Fuck. No, yeah. We did it, but I've got a 1 on every roll for a success dice. So I'm burning that goddamn
this
fluff.
is like your game for me, okay? Just suck it up, Buttercup. Deal with it.
So,
Oh.
all right. So you've grabbed a hold of me, and I grabbed him. We stood there for a couple of seconds while you're just menacing the fuck out of me, I assume.
And me eating sushi.
And we're in downtown 5.
Bamf. All right, so you're at the group of everybody.
Yes.
Okay, you're all
I
together
assume
now.
back in front of the hospital.
Yeah, there you go. You're all together. That didn't take very long. And he's got food that smells delicious. But that being said, downtown 5 smells horrible. So take that as you will.
I'm finishing my sushi as soon as I can before it goes bad because of the sewage.
By the way, just to let y'all know, those of you who are standing in the hospital, Drew, y'all are exempted from this conversation for the moment. Those of you who are waiting for Drew, y'all do notice there is a large influx of emergency vehicles coming in and out of the hospital. A lot of you can see, it looks like burn victims coming in and out. Matter of fact, that's what they were. Seems like they were making room for burn victims. You may or may not care. But
Gee, I
anyways,
wonder why.
yeah. So anyways, do with it as you will, or you just say you wait till the party comes. That's a Cody Brenna thing.
I mean, Scully's gonna wait.
Okay, no interest. That's cool. All right.
She's more concerned about her ATV is all it is.
Yeah. No, I get that. Let's see. Is Cody here? Cody, I can't hear you talking. Stepped away. Okay. All right. Well, we'll pause for just a moment, if y'all want to. Sounds good. Awesome. And on. All right, we're back.
Yay.
So, y'all are in front of the hospital. Y'all can see that I have prepped the map already. But, you know, don't read into it too much.
Oh, I read into it a lot.
Yeah, same here.
All right. So I assume y'all are gonna grab a bus. It's gonna take y'all. I assume you're grabbing a bus. It's gonna take y'all at least an hour to get a couple sectors over.
Going after the APC.
Yeah, because the buses are slow, but y'all managed to find a series that y'all could jump onto because traveling by bus is the only way operatives like to travel, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, important things first.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah,
just-
I'm sorry. Yeah, Drew and the new guys appear, and y'all can introduce yourselves, whatnot.
I was going to say important things first. I at least distribute the sushi first.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude, I could go for some sushi right now.
Same.
Damn it! Now I want to like fucking order some sushi and just.
Spicy
God damn
tuna,
it.
man,
I don't eat fish.
or salmon.
so-
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
Animus teleports back in with a very angry human and a probably very confused Xeno.
Yeah, I will say the
Eating
human looks particularly angry.
and the
Just a
Xenos
little
just
bit.
sushi, just looking at the whole situation.
Scully is not going to acknowledge the anger or anything. She's just going to go, "Oh, sushi!"
Scully is
just
a
take
carrion
some
for
from
those
me.
of you who are racist against carrions. I
Just,
would be. They eat humans.
just come up and grab the bag out of my hand while I'm still being menaced.
Yep.
Okay. Well, y'all haven't had anything but like intravenous hospital food for a couple days, so y'all are starving.
Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of start eating, and we're just gonna leave them to sit there and watch us at the current moment.
Okay. I completely understand.
I make an attempt to dislodge myself from Krieg.
She shoves you away the moment that they're on the bus.
Well, we're just sitting right now. We're not on a bus
Yeah,
or
y'all get on
anything.
the bus just a sec.
No,
but I
just
get
shoves him down to the ground. Then I hold my ground on that statement.
I don't think Drew has the strength to say no.
I have a strength of 0, thank you.
Yeah. You kind of think he falls down on purpose almost. Just
It's
say
like
it.
that.
Just breathe on him and he'll fall down.
You push me, and it's just like a fucking cartoon scene of a paper falling down.
This isn't the first time this has happened.
And I'm just gonna laugh. I'm just gonna look at him and be like, "Wow."
Fuck you, bitch. And after I bought you sushi.
Thank
Look,
you for food.
You're
it's
welcome.
not a great idea to shit on the squad,
Proper
Doc.
manners.
Go ahead.
I look at the rest of the squad. Is it obvious that they just came out of a fucking hospital?
Yeah, their most of their armor is really fucked up. Like I'm not giving y'all armor damage, but I am gonna say it is covered in grease and oil. You guys look like y'all been drugged. Your gear looks like it's been drugged through the mud. Um, they unless they've taken all their bandages off, somebody's probably pulling a cast off at the moment. You know what I mean?
Someone's still wearing a gown over their armor for some reason.
I mean maybe.
It'd probably be Scully.
I assume everyone's probably checking their gear and their weapons and making sure they still have all their stuff.
I mean, all I have is a death suit. I literally have nothing else. So
Brenna's probably eyeballing that ABC marketing letterhead. I don't know.
No, actually, she's actually probably I'm trying to remember the character's name.
Scully?
No, Ryder's character.
Krieg.
Krieg. You said that Krieg has spiky hair?
No, she has like
Oh, I thought you said spiky.
long hair on one side and is kind of shaven. The punky kind of haircut was the only way I know how to describe it.
Oh, I thought you
got
said
the
spiky.
lesbian
Never mind. I was gonna say if she had spiky hair, Scully's probably just staring at it, contemplating touching it. But if not, never mind. If that's not spiky.
I compose myself and give
Fender
food to
is
my
spiky.
pendant.
I just do a look over everyone and I just say in the general group, "You guys really ate shit, didn't you?"
I'm
Would seem
just gonna
so.
respond. We actually don't know exactly what happened. If we're gonna be 100% honest with you, all we know is we're gonna eat real quick because we haven't eaten in God knows how many days at this point, and we're gonna keep going. So
Bunch of fucking whiners.
All right, well, I guess you want to know the BPN, right?
well, first off, why the fuck did you accept an orange?
It was literally the only one.
Then don't accept any.
I literally just started, and I'm about to lose my job. The
I'll
fuck do you
handle
think?
that. Worry not about that.
I-
Don't accept VPNs unless your entire squad is okay with it.
I called all of you, just so you know. There's at least
And if we
15
didn't
calls on
answer-
each of your phones.
We were
And
at
if we
least
didn't
half dead.
answer, you don't do anything.
Ugh. Here, take the
Because-
fucking BPN. I'm gonna finish my fucking sushi. And I'll just
I don't even know
hand
what
it to.
VPN is actually for, to be honest. I don't remember.
It's on the table.
Yeah,
It's a
I
good
just say annoyed to you. It's just we just got killed. Guy named Greg. That's all we gotta fucking do.
Yeah, and it's a lot of, there's a lot of money. Sorry, let me shut up. Go ahead.
That Jesus fuck.
So I want to do something real quick.
hmm
I go back over to Krieg and I hold out my hand and I give her a dose of uplift and hard green. say-
Wow.
You should take this.
She slaps it out of your hand and growls at you.
Wow.
I pick them back up. I extend my hand again, and this time I plant thought.
Okay, do your thing.
Hold on. Let me get the test pulled.
God damn it, that candle was a bad idea.
Drew is a licensed physician.
Oh, never mind. I can't plant thought yet.
Okay.
I can plant image.
Well, then you don't do anything.
Don't do anything.
You pick up your
Seeing him
you
raise
pick up
his
your dirty
hand,
drugs.
seeing him raise his hand again, she'll just growl again and say, "Are you looking to lose it so soon after getting out of the hospital?"
I mean, technically, you did have a broken arm.
I've lost worse.
Well, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I'm just
I
gonna be
could
like, do you have an
send you-
attitude problem? Like,
She has anger 1 and max sociopath, so she has and she also has very little control of her anger.
Rooney, I do want to add, just being the devil's advocate for SLA Industries, that they all passed a mental exam so they could graduate Meanie and become SLA operatives, and they are thus approved by the government to be in your squad.
yeah,
And
I may have questions about that with some paperwork later to get that handled.
as the opposite of devil's advocate, James, I call bullshit, but never mind.
So
All right.
I'm gonna be like, okay, look, we're gonna finish eating, then we're gonna board this bus. We're gonna go get the APC, then we're gonna continue on. We need to go to the, I don't know where we need to go, James, to get the paperwork done, but we need to go to that place so I can get this paperwork done, so we can figure out what the hell is actually going on here.
The mountain of paperwork. Yes.
Okay?
All right. Well, y'all hop a bus without further ado, and y'all have like an hour or so to kill time on the bus, either chit chatting or just kind of thinking thoughts and trying to figure out what the hell's going on, or strategies to complete an Orange BPN.
I do ask for an hour count.
Hour and a half, because the bus actually
It gives you what, one
gets
flux?
stopped for a little bit.
It's something.
Yeah, he needs some flux. If bad shit happens, he needs to be prepared.
Yeah, I think I have 6.
I mean, don't you have flux gems?
I do. But they take
should-
longer to recharge.
Yeah, you should use your emergency rations for teleports. Okay, so anyways, y'all get to the shiver station. It is noisy. It is way overcrowded. You could definitely see that there's poor service here, if there's any service for you guys at all. The motor pool is actually fairly empty. That being said, that you can see like Shivers hauling squads of punk gangers like in and for processing. It is shoulder to shoulder to get to the front window, and notably, some of you have had the experience of every now and then outside the back of the Shiver station you hear a gunshot. It's pretty regular. That is them dealing with problematic citizens because they do that.
A little bleach in the gene pool for you, Brenna.
Don't
They
care.
they are using flechette rounds to do it, so they can be reloaded. Kind of messy.
So do I have the ability to walk to the desk? Or do I have to
I
people?
mean, technically you could push your way through eventually, yeah. I don't think you're very burly, but no one's going to get in and
I
out
have an
eventually.
answer. I have an answer.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look at Scully and go, "You want it? Get me to the desk."
She will start shoving bitches to the side.
Like there's like some punk gangers, like they're in handcuffs and like there's a shiver or two, like just kind of corralling them down the hallway, and you just kind of barrel into one of the gangers and like knock him against the wall. You do see a little bit of blood.
She just keeps going.
I mean, the shiver just picks the guy up and says, "Stand up."
And I'm gonna casually just be walking behind her, like jumping over the people.
Yeah, the shivers
she's
give no
knocking
fucks
over.
about the gangers. And yeah, you chase her down this hallway that she's made down to the reception. Anyways, you get down there, and I'm not going to bother with too much of this. They send you out to the motor pool. You'll have all the right paperwork,
Yeah.
and the squad is able to go if y'all all want to go. But y'all get out to the motor pool. Does everybody go, or is it just y'all two?
Follow.
I'll follow too, but yeah, I'm gonna pull. Fuck, I can't pronounce names. Animus, right?
Pull it
Yeah.
through the crowd.
Yeah, well, not really as harshly, just gonna like line up like next to him and says, "So, the squad lead, what's his name?
Rooney.
Is he always like this?"
They're just a loud. Yeah, unfortunately.
Fucking great.
Dick.
Stop whining.
I just pull out a piece of paper, write something down, and put it back.
I'm following them, ushering Twitch like away from gangers as we go.
Oh, did you bring Twitch?
Oh, he was at the hospital.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, true. Okay. Yeah, you bring Twitch.
Well, I mean, technically, you could have reality folded him back to your house when you reality'd up.
I know, this is
Yeah,
Up to you.
I mean,
this is
you got
fine.
stored
Animus, I'm just saying, Animus will either way, or Animus will. He will not have done that. I'm not thinking about it because I didn't think about it. But
Okay.
he will be regretting that decision and wishing he had.
Okay.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, in a couple hours you can if you want.
I mean, Twitch is a good kid as long as he doesn't have glyph cards.
Just doesn't have shit.
Yeah, a kid with little pockets full of drugs that won't attract attention.
I mean, it's safer than what he used to carry. So.
Yeah.
It very much is.
So we get out to the motor pool. We're gonna talk to these people.
Yeah,
Do I
y'all
need
get
to
out
roll, or
there.
are you gonna let us have it?
Huh? Yeah, y'all have the keys. Y'all can see it. Y'all are out there. Everybody's there that wants to be there. From what y'all can see walking up to it, you can see kind of the driver's side. You can see it looks like, man, it must have landed on its roof hard. You can see that the frame's bent a little bit, but it's not like where you have to duck to get in there. These things are built to last. They're sturdy as shit. And honestly, it wasn't like a pierce hit, it was more like a smash hit. It looks like it definitely rolled, but again, it's an armored personnel carrier. It's meant to take damage. You don't see any significant damage around the wheel well, and that's when you walk around to the passenger side.
Uh-huh.
So anyways, you can see kind of as you walk around the front of it too, there's actually a significant gash right around where the kind of on the passenger window, which is broken. And you can see there's a big gash that runs all the way down the passenger side. Like it completely pierces the armor of the APC. and it runs all the way the length to the back of the vehicle.
I would like to roll detect because I want to know.
Yeah, that's gonna be technical weapons or a technical mechanical. I'll say.
Okay.
That's a technical roll.
I don't have none of that, so
I do. Hold on.
I wanted to roll
Every
detect.
star
but
gets to shine tonight.
Okay, so
If
let's
you
see
could
how many
roll
dice
well.
do I need. I need how many
I'm gonna
dice?
say it's a 7.
Okay, you said what kind of technical, mechanical, or weapon?
Take your pick.
Okay, either way, it's the same.
All right, who's playing with BPNs?
Nobody?
There's no
Way to
hidden
go.
BPNs over here anymore.
All right, and then you said a 7.
Yep, difficulty 7.
3 degrees of success.
Damn. All right, so you got a success and 3 degrees. That's
Yup.
it's not epic, but it's extraordinary. Brenna, so looking at your vehicle, you've seen crash damage to vehicles. There is nothing you know that would do that. There is no incident in a car crash where an armored personnel carrier would take a gash like that clean through the armor. Honestly, it looks like that gash would almost go through where the passenger's head is, but it's a little high. Um, you're looking at, and you get an extraordinary success. Something looks familiar about that. The gash looks really familiar, but it doesn't make a lot of sense because you can tell from the pattern of the gash it was made with a chain weapon, and that makes no fucking sense.
No.
I don't like it.
Unfortunately, nobody here has a good recollection of what happened or whether that happened afterwards or what the hell did that. Because
Y'all are
don't you have a chain axe?
I do have a chain axe. Y'all are literally
You
going
don't
to.
you don't know any person, creature, or mechanized device that possesses the strength that would necessitate a gash like that with a chain device. That being
Well,
said, maybe it was just some kind of freak accident, but you don't think so. Matter of fact, you were almost dead certain that if you had extraordinary strength, you could probably make something like that, but you just don't have the strength to do it. Also, the sheer force involved would probably destroy the chain axe.
Y'all are going to literally after she sees the gash and whatnot. Guys are just gonna see her and go, "I don't like it. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this." Like she's literally just gonna repeat over and over again that she doesn't. She doesn't like this.
What are you not liking? Tell us. What? Freak out. Come on, tell us.
Yeah, a couple
That
of the shivers walk up to y'all while y'all are standing there, by the way.
That's fine. Can I help y'all?
Yeah, we had a bet. So, is there any, like, confidentiality that, we don't, y'all able to tell us why, uh, why we found your vehicle at the bottom of a trench with damage that's got? I mean,
I'm just gonna walk over and
technically they had to tow it up from a bridge.
I'm gonna walk over very casually, smile on my face, pretending to be super happy, and just be like, "If we knew that answer, we wouldn't be here, would we?"
Oh,
And
all
just
right.
turn around and walk away.
Yeah, they, you hear them arguing, like someone saying, like, it was it was some kind of car accident. And one of them said it was, arguing it was probably some kind of high tech weaponry that, that y'all can't talk about. And another one's arguing that, maybe it was something that y'all did. But you hear one of them because they're kind of talking loudly. They said, but that doesn't explain where we found them. You know.
And I'm
Just
going to turn around and go, exactly where was our APC?
Well, you he looks around. He says, "Well, that's there's no media evidence of what actually happened, but the APC the other guys pulled y'all out, but we towed the vehicle. There was a bridge collapse, and the
Hey,
APC tumbled down with the bridge, upside down.
You said y'all didn't find us.
Well, yeah, it was another squad. We just towed the vehicle later.
What squad found us?
Shiver Stick 15.
Okay.
hey, James.
Yeah.
I just had a thought when he said a certain word. I rifle through my bag
Yeah.
and I pull out my camera,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
shoulder mount,
Okay.
and
The memory card's gone.
Eh,
oh well, fuck.
can Damocles make a theory in his head?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just something. If he would know, like he walks by over where the gash is, and Brenna, your character has a chain X, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see like the gash was from a chain X, or
well,
for
you
something.
wouldn't know that it's from a chain X.
Oh, yeah,
She
true.
has
I mean,
she knows
she
that.
would have.
She knows.
She would have totally, because Drew had even asked, or not Drew,
Rooney.
Cody, you had even asked what had happened. She'd have been like, this shit right here. This was done by this was done by Chain Axe, and
Right.
I don't know how that could happen, because like this is, I mean, these things are strong, but not that strong. That's like the mother of all chain axes. Like that's a chain axe on fucking steroids.
I'm so sorry. My roommates need help. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no
Jesus
problem.
Christ. Sorry.
That's fine.
I have something to say though. When I get back.
We'll just keep with the chatter, but we won't move the scene. So y'all just go ahead and chit chat however you like.
So, go ahead, Drew.
Well, I'm just trying to decide whether or not my character would have a specific reaction because she's so far the only member of the squad to have seen a certain individual, like in the flesh, who has a chain axe.
There's a lot of people that use chain axes, dude. Also,
Yeah, but
I mean, I mean, technically there are certain mechanized pieces of equipment that could have done something like that. You really don't know.
Yeah, that.
Well, and so this is where I'm going to go ahead and be like, okay, so what I remember, because I don't think I've told them any of this yet, and I'm going to actually relay some of what I remember of like, there was something in the road, he pulled the wheel, that's probably how we went off, but Brennan was in the car.
We were all in the car.
So it would have been something outside of us. But if none of us reacted to it, was he trying to help us? Was he going through another one of his little episode things?
I mean, I will say there is literally a wall between the cat or the crew area and the cab where y'all were driving. So it's not like he could see out the front windshield while y'all were driving.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying is like, but you said he jumped through and grabbed the wheel.
Yeah, you remember him popping out of the back and immediately grabbing the wheel and just jerking it.
That sounds so bad. So yeah, I just kind of relay all information, and I'm like, so do y'all? After hearing that, does that bring back any thoughts, memories, anything that y'all could be trying to piece together as well.
Well, Brandon, can I roll to see if that jogs any kind of memories in me?
I'll
Like do another one of the knowledge rolls?
tell you what, if you spend a point of ratings for brains, I'll let you do it. I'll let you roll.
I'm back. Did I
Wait,
miss
you're
my
gonna
time?
let her roll if she spends the rating point, not give her the information if she spends the rating point?
Okay. If you spend a ratings point, I'll give it to you
Okay.
because ratings points are supposed to be significant. I will. That's a good point to bring up. You didn't miss anything yet.
Okay, I was just gonna say,
They were asking some questions.
yeah, just James, do I know of Halloween Jack?
Everybody knows about Halloween Jack.
Mm,
He is a notorious serial killer.
yeah.
I guess. Go ahead.
I'll let you roll your roll first because I have no idea what you're doing. So I'll just say.
No, I'm not. What it is Cody just told us what he remembered about the accident. So I'm spending a ratings point to see if it jogs my memories, which I'm going to spend.
Yeah. I guess after you explain the chain X, Damocles just goes like, well, it could be Halloween Jack, but all of you are still alive, so.
And
well, to that, James, does that seem?
Did you spend your brains point?
Yes.
I'm not gonna make you roll. Brenna, you were driving. You remember, like, you were just driving along on the road in the rain like normal, and let me illustrate this a little bit better for you because at this point, it's been kind of y'all have been kind of like I said, y'all haven't kind of comprehended the experience. This is what you remember what the bridge looked like, Brenna.
Okay.
And you remember Diamond's character Spudnik popping out of the back, and you swear to God he never looked out the front window. He jumped forward, he grabbed the wheel. You thought you saw some green lights, and you swear to God you see Jack in the fucking road.
Fuck.
And that's the last thing you remember.
Oh shit, I was on the money.
Y'all, we might have encountered Jack. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
And you lived?
Barely.
You get from the interpretation of what you remember is that the way Diamond Sputnik cut the wheel, it did cause the vehicle to flip, but it also caused it to avoid Jack somewhat, and you have this barely glance of a memory of the chain X coming through and almost decapitating whoever was riding in the passenger seat. That being said, the bridge collapsed when that happened. Just coincidentally.
Well,
so what I'm hearing is
coincidentally,
Anados got Halloween Jack on her radar. Great, fuck, kill Anados.
I just want to add that.
I cock my gun. Not kidding.
Just want to say, the whole time Animus is just kind of sitting there staring at the gas. And
if
every time
y'all
someone
do actually go research what happened to the bridge, they can't exactly hide the current pictures of the bridge, but this is what it looks like. There is some note in the news about a what do they call it?
Faulty support.
A faulty infrastructure causing multiple cars to plummet into a spillway. Y'all were one of them.
Okay, so
randomly.
Recap. So Jack is the one that caused us to go off the road.
Yep.
For a
Destroyed
ratings
the-
point, I'll tell you. Yeah, sure.
Well, this is a recap of what we've heard so far.
Yep.
You're not getting shit out of me. Good try. She spent the rating point, not me.
Okay.
So Jack's the one that's after us. We were after the Mark Miller guy, right?
Yep.
And he had a dirty bomb, and
Yep.
we were trying to get the bomb. So essentially, what I'm piecing together is that Jack wants that bomb to go off. So we need to figure out if we're gonna let Jack do whatever the fuck Jack wants to do.
Oh, guys, just to let you know, no, that y'all were on your way to Sector 87. 87 had an explosion happen about a couple of days ago, and people were being rushed to various hospitals in the region with burns from said explosion.
Yeah, that thing's already
We're
happened.
already done. Cool.
Yeah.
That's great. So,
If
what
y'all want to research the event, that's fine, but I'm giving y'all vague information.
Nah, at this point, honestly, they're fine. They're dead. We can't help them. What do y'all think we need to do next?
Drink.
Wrong.
Well, I have no fucking clue. Jack's on your radar, then whoever Jack is after you, I'm sorry, but you're fucked.
Welcome to the squad.
Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah,
sure.
that means you're fucked too.
Oh god damn it! He just realizes it.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Welcome to Deathaxe.
Well, that being said, if it was Jack, he didn't at least finish y'all off at the time.
Yeah.
Or maybe he wasn't going for y'all.
I'm assuming he is because we're important. That's what I keep telling myself. So I'm gonna be like, okay, well, how about this? We currently don't have to worry about that mission anymore because it's over. How about we go ahead, go to the nearest little substation or BPN office that we can get to in suburbia, and we will get this paperwork and shit taken care of so we can start the next VPN. Or get out of the orange that some people decided to fucking accept.
Literally killing one guy named Greg.
Do
I don't see the
any
problem
of
with
you
it.
ever stop whining?
Do you?
Listen here, you're the one that's been whining and moaning about all of your past problems. We could have been getting this job over with by now.
That job doesn't exist.
Well, what better plan do you have, Mister? I can get us out of it, because right now I haven't heard anything.
That's literally
Drop the orange, like we're gonna get something else.
Yeah, we can.
How?
If you have higher stats and stuff like that, you get better jobs.
So you on the brink of being demoted has got a higher status to get us this other job then?
Probably. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I'm stretching. That was not character, that was me.
No, that was
No.
in character. F you.
Yeah, you had a muscle cramp. That's what that was.
Hey, Jim.
So,
Yeah.
I,
I'm doing.
I load a uplift into my poopa.
Okay.
into your fupa?
Into my
Poopa.
poopa.
Just ignore it. It's fine.
While this argument is
I'm
happening,
gonna
I
turn
will.
and glare at you, Drew.
If you see me,
It's true. If you see it.
I have max hearing, max vision, and
You know what? I will say, Drew. I know his traits. He's pretty good on that stuff.
Drew. Well, I still load it.
Okay.
I'm just picturing him doing that whole like sneaking up and him turning and seeing him just going and trying to look all nonchalant behind his
So
back.
anyway, why don't we go ahead, go to the BPN station, and we can try and get this shit done and start the mission or get a different one. Because based on the information we have from this VPN, literally tells us nothing.
I mean,
Alright.
we could just go knock heads and kill anyone who's named Greg, for all I care.
Yeah, that's not
Please.
going to help us in the long run.
Oh, boo-hoo. Help us in the long run.
I mean, notably, the BPN does have good SCL increase.
Oh, there's also an image attached to it. I never seen that image. What was the image?
Oh, okay, yeah. So the image, it's a picture. It's a picture of what could be described as Greg. It's a man in some glasses. His face is pretty visible. Pretty gruff. Looks like he's got a big scar on his cheek. Um, not not fit, but bulky. Probably muscular.
Have we seen him before?
No, you've never seen this guy before. It is a picture. It's a black and white picture. You could definitely pick him out if you had him standing in front of you. You could match the picture to somebody. But literally, you have his name is Greg.
Yeah, we don't know where he is or anything like that.
So you could technically positively identify him if you thought about it.
Well, he's in Lower Downtown 7 and sectors 12 through 19. That's all we know where he's at.
It's a pretty big range, but it could be done.
Yeah. So, what do y'all think?
I mean, that's all we have. I don't know. I don't know.
Animus?
Fucking good with me.
Cool. So, no one's given real answers. Load up. We're going to the BPN hall.
All right. Are
Hold
y'all
on.
gonna go to a local BPN hall, or are y'all gonna go to the crib?
Uh,
The crib is like hours away.
Hours away. Yes.
yeah, but to be able to figure out about our shit, do we have to go there, or can I do that at any of them?
I mean, technically, you could pull info up at any BPN hall.
Cool. Then we'll go to the local.
Okay. There's definitely one on 5. It's probably about an hour away. So y'all get in your APC. Notably, I mean, it's a fucking shit show in there. I mean, everything's smashed and everything's just all thrown about. Um, you know, but
So
it's
James,
yeah.
I want to try something because I just looked at my stats and realized I was looking at the wrong ability.
Yeah.
And I do have plant thought.
Okay.
That's a.
If you got it, you got it. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hit Ryder with it and hit him with the thought of ask for the meds.
I mean, roll your dice. I don't think there's any resistance in the sleigh to this thing. It's the fact of whether you're successful or not. And I'm gonna do you have the verbiage on it handy? Because I'm sure that will be important.
Yes.
Okay.
Plant a simple suggestion, max 12 words, in the subject's mind. Subject will believe and question the thought as though it were their own. Subject must be within line of sight.
Okay. Seems like it's a pretty reasonable thing. It's not like stab yourself.
I do not.
Okay. Well then if you fail, you fail. All right. You wiggle your fingers and Ebon Magic fails again.
And magic is
Craig's
failing
gonna
a
glare
lot.
at him as he wiggles his fingers and cause Fenrir to growl at him.
I'm down for that.
Just like Ebb confetti comes out of your fingers, and that's it.
The not a corgi Dak Hound can sense evil, and it knows Ebons are evil.
You feel this weird sense of like cloudiness in your thoughts while I'm doing it, but nothing comes of it.
Fenrir secretly comes
And-
with the deny the witch ability.
And to be said aloud, Fenrir, if I act strange any point during this trip, kill that one.
Doggo,
Myself.
not super intelligent, but still a doggo. Oh, all
Just
right.
kill.
So y'all head to the nearest BPN station. Gives y'all some time. Y'all pass by all sorts of gas stations. Y'all do get really good air conditioning from that gash in the passenger side. You know,
Convenient.
yeah, it will need to be repaired. Brenna, I am not gonna just absolutely hose you with the damage bill, especially with the ABC marketing bill, especially with the hospital bill.
Yeah.
That being said, y'all got a cool 1,000 credits on that BPN. Um,
Yeah,
How
but
many
split
doubloons
between
is that?
5 people.
Still 200 credits.
At
apiece.
least 12.
At least 12 doubloons.
At least 12.
12 doubloons.
I
So
could buy a box of macaroni and cheese.
it's like those gold coins and God, what's his name? Keanu Reeves, John Wick. It's miscellaneous.
Woo, I keep rolling sixes, boys. I got 6 sixes so far.
All right. I will say that Jacob gave a BRB. But in the meantime, okay, he's back. All right. So y'all get to the BBN hall. Noticeably, downtown 5, there is no line outside. Y'all can walk right in. There's probably 2 dozen operatives in the entire building. It's not near the size of the one at Slayer's crib. Um, it is dirty. It is run down. That being said, and there's no dark finders in here. Because
Convenient.
that's central. Um, there are several high SCL operative squads in the area. Y'all can
Kind of
tell.
strange.
Well, no, that's pretty normal. I mean, the experienced guys don't go to crib. Everybody else hits the local stations, and you can tell that they're all busy and they seem to be coordinating local BPNs. So who's doing
who
what?
do I need to talk to figure out about our status?
You literally walk up to a desk, like sign up for an appointment with a BPN officer, and within a minute, not which is pretty odd. You end up
Quick turnaround.
you end up getting a really quick meeting.
Alright,
Matter of
let's
fact,
start.
it's in a side office because they've got the room for it. Look at me being prepared today.
Ooh, so nice.
So yeah, you sit down. Your squad can come if you like. There's a fancy waiting area outside that hasn't been used very often. And you sit down with kind of an older gentleman with quite a bit of gray in his hair, with a chiseled looking nose and kind of a disapproving demeanor. And his name is I need a name. Give me a name.
Tyler.
Chester.
Tester.
Greg.
Chester. Okay, he's BPN Officer Chester. Greg. Oh, Greg. No. Yes, BPN Officer Chester. He looks at you and he says, "How can I help you?" And he asks for your
So
ID, of course.
I give him all my stuff
He
so
starts
that
scanning you in while he's lazily scanning you in while you're talking.
So the issue is we were given notice that apparently we are losing SEL when we've been in the hospital this entire time and we literally
He says that
just
doesn't matter.
woke up.
He said while he's still pulling it up, he says, if you fail the BPN, I mean, head office's station analysis is likely to dock you. He says,
Yeah,
did you get a fine?
no.
He said he pulls up. He says, yeah. Seeing here, there's some attached documentation. He says, he starts printing it out for you. He says, yeah, it looks like you may have contributed to the deaths of some operatives. He prints it out. There's a bit of documentation. There's a group called the Shadow Demons. And apparently they were in Sector 87 where the explosion went off that apparently y'all were heading towards. There seems to be some redacted documentation as well that he's not giving you. And it says it looks like there's information stating that at least it's redacted, but it does say that you're directly responsible for this other squad getting it. What happened to him? I'm not really sure why or how it's related, but you may know. You may or may not know what you did. He said,
Well, we
"I
were
can of
on our
course
way.
send the paperwork in if you want me to print it out and file. You can file it out and I can send it in. Um, if that's your concern.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that because we weren't actually able to stop it because we had a bridge collapse on us and apparently woke up 4 days later.
Okay. He says you'll probably need to uh, access some more what do I say legal documentation to addend to your statement here. But anyways, he prints out a whole bunch of paperwork for you to fill out. Um, and he hands you the stack and basically says this is basically you saying that station analysis may have been an error, and that you would like a review of the of the charge, um, basically.
Cool.
Um,
Do the paperwork.
all right, it's going to take you several hours to fill it out because it requires a whole lot of documentation. The problem is that you're missing a lot of footage. Like I said, Drew's memory card was gone. Matter of fact, any other documentation or media y'all might have had besides your own statements is missing. But you can take some statements from your squad members if that's what you want to do. You'll need to do that, and then give me an admin roll.
DC.
13.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
I mean, we have the hospital documentation that shows.
God damn it. What do I
Shows
need to
y'all
do
were in
to
a
reroll?
car accident. Yeah.
Well,
I can use the flux to reroll, right?
Uh, luck. Oh wait,
did we
If you
not
did
have
get
Evans have
anything?
luck?
nope.
You cannot.
Yeah.
Then you cannot reroll.
Can I
Um.
use what is it, a brain
You
or
can use a
rating
rating.
point?
I believe
Which
you.
one would qualify for this?
I think there's a reroll. Um,
Yeah. Well, hold
if
on.
not, I don't really care to look it up. And if you just spend a point in brains, I'll let you reroll.
Cool.
Um, I'm sure there's one that says you auto pass, but we'll just
Yeah, no, I'm gonna count it as a reroll.
yeah.
As I'd say, for one, it's feet done.
Is it?
When the oh, let's see. Use this when the pressure is on. It's amazing how fast things can happen. Use this feat to achieve a complex technical task in half the time. Well, it's half the time. Never mind.
Okay, so I think a reroll's fair.
So I did not pass the pass or fail, but I passed one of the skill.
Then it's not a botch.
Yeah.
So it's just a failure. You spend several hours filling out this paperwork, and he is not being uncooperative. He's just telling you, station analysis. Um, that being said, I will allow you to make a separate roll at a lower difficulty for the other guys, the new guys, because
Okay.
because they have different circumstances than you do. I'll let you make it at a 10 if you want to.
Sure.
This is you being super nice. Also doing your job.
Um, that is. You said difficulty at 10.
Yeah. I'll let you handle them both in one roll.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's a pass with 2 success.
Okay. I will say you're able to submit the paperwork for those guys, and I'll say a review of that'll be done, and in a week it'll come back and it's gonna tell you that they're no longer being their demotion is not gonna be counted.
Okay.
That being said, the one for the squad itself is gonna count.
And that's what, just us going down a level?
It's a 0.1. It's not a whole letter. It's just a 0.1.
No, I thought you said it was like we're getting like massive demotion.
No, it's not a massive demotion. It is a demotion. It's just not a massive
Yeah.
one.
It was just a big deal for them because they had just started.
Yeah, literally, it was going to ruin their careers if they don't do a BPN immediately.
Well, one of them's an asshole. I should have let it happen.
I mean, you can. It's you. It's your character.
Oh, bitch. Alright, so then I'm gonna be like, okay, well, how about this? I want to
Who are you
talk to
talking
the
to?
same guy. Same guy.
Okay, so this is
Chester.
hours later, by the way.
Okay, well, I'm gonna. Is Chester still at work?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at Chester and I'm gonna be like, okay, I have another question for you.
Hmm.
If the newbies accepted a BPN without talking to literally anyone, had no idea how to do it or anything like that, what kind of fine can I pay to get out of it?
He says, given what it is, I mean, you could opt to fail the BPN. Station analysis will probably send you some kind of. You might get another demotion. I mean, I could send it in, or you could do it. It's really up to you.
What do y'all think? Do y'all want to go look for this guy?
I mean, is there any
I will
possibility of
add
him
that.
finding us?
I will
Huh?
add that failing 2 BPNs in a row is probably not going to look good for your career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Is there any possibility of him giving us additional information that might help us figure out who the hell Greg is?
I mean, I doubt it, but I can ask.
You can always ask.
James, I asked the question.
Okay. He tells you, well, technically we could send this into station analysis with the I think this can be a computer roll, and they might be able to see if they can come back with something.
I
It's going to be a
computer.
hard roll. I'll make it a 10.
I can do tens.
Sorry to give y'all so many 10s and even a 13. I don't
Um,
like doing that, but y'all are shooting for the moon here. I'm
one,
down for it.
two. Passed with
Cody, what
two
what do you
success.
what are your skills in that? What are your ranks?
2.
And what's your knowledge?
A 4?
Okay, yeah, you're better than me.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
So
So
that's
wait,
a
what'd you
pass
get? Yeah,
with
what'd you
2
get?
success.
A pass with 2 successes. It's not a story-changing success. It's not extraordinary. Let me try to remember what's called. That is called, yeah, it's an exceptional. It's not incredible or unbelievable. That gives me some leeway to make some adjustments for you in your favor. It's not exactly what you want. But that guy Greg, he has no known last name. And again, he is any information like any kind of security reports are just there's some minor stuff, but they're all related to the sectors in that list. Specifically, I think it was 11 and 12 out of those 4 sectors.
It's
Um,
12 through 19.
huh? 12
The
through.
sectors are 12 through 19, so I'm
Oh, okay.
assuming
Then it would
12,
be
13,
17, 18, 19. So,
17, 18,
so
19.
I mean, at least his historical presence is 17, 18, 19. Also, you do pull up an article. There is a fugitive that's associated with him as well.
Oh, fuck.
Let me pull up his name. There's a hunter sheet, actually. The guy saying, this guy, what's his name? Yeah. So he prints you out a hunter sheet for this guy named Dulster, and it's Dulster because it's a Shakhtar.
Why didn't that one get you brought up?
He is a
Wrong game.
pirate. He's got an associate that is a Shakhtar pirate. Doesn't tell you anything about where this guy would be located because he's mostly off-world. But it does say that he's listed for 400 credits by himself, dead or
Okay.
alive.
That's convenient. So I'll
That's about
go
all I can
thank
give you.
you. Thanks so much for the info.
Okay. So he says at least it sweetens the deal if you end up going for it.
A little bit, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and head outside, grab all the guys, and Brenna. And I guess Brenna, are you a guy or girl in this?
I'm a girl.
Carrion.
Okay, so you're a girl, and then the other guy's Ryder, he's a girl. So I'm gonna grab them, and I'll walk out.
Okay.
And,
And
kinda
you have a
relay
copy
some
of the hunter
information.
sheet. So
Relay the information and say, so let's get on the road to downtown 7, I guess.
James, how many hours did we spend here?
3.
Sweet.
Yeah, getting you some of that flux back.
Yeah,
That's
y'all can say
super.
y'all did anything you wanted to in those 3 hours. You're on downtown 5, so I mean, there's gas stations, there's bars, there's pizza shops, whatever you want to do.
Rubbed it out 19 times.
Yes. Brenna, you know you could polish your APC and stick some
Just forget
cardboard
the
in the gash
passenger
or something.
Actual. Hold on. Don't I? What's a CMC maintenance kit?
Believe that's I think that's gonna be a vehicle maintenance kit. Probably.
Okay, I want to actually see if I can try and do a little bit of work to maybe improve the
Oh
vehicle
yeah.
a little
I mean,
bit.
it's a long-term project, but honestly, yeah, you can check for mechanical defects, things that might give you
Mhm.
issues driving. Give me a 7 on your mechanical.
It also adds 1 skill die to technical skills,
Ooh, there you go. So you get a free skill die.
Okay.
or success die.
A
Sorry.
free
Yeah.
success, yeah.
Hold on, I can't tell what that top number
Keep
is
mouse
on
over it.
that one. that a-
That's a 1. Okay, so
Is it a one?
just to let you know, I suspect
Okay.
that you just succeeded through experience because with this one, and this one, those are successes. Plus, you got a
Mhm.
free one, and if that's is that a success? This 3?
Let's
Did you have at least a +4?
see. Mechanical. I got a +6.
Yeah. So number 1, you succeeded through experience because of these 4 dice. So that's a success, and then you got 1 from the kit. So technically, even though you failed the pass-fail dice, you ended up with a what's it called? A excellent success. Um. So yeah, I will say you managed to improve the steering on the vehicle a little bit. You can't replace the passenger window, but you could certainly find a piece of sheet metal to stick in there if you wanted to, just to keep, bullets from flying through that particular spot in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Um, it's not going to be pretty, and there's not. I will say, as far as the gash goes, you're just going to need plate armor to replace that with. Um,
Mm.
if you had a welding torch and some plates, you could technically just cover it up. It'd be ugly, but but you'd need a machine shop for that.
Yeah.
Um, it would be a slap together fix, but it would be functional.
Okay.
People still wear scrap armor.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, yeah, you've managed to take a quick tune up of your vehicle, and it seems like it's going to drive fine. Um, trying to think of anything else of consequence. As far as the structural damage, it really isn't as bad as it looks. This apparently she's a tough cookie.
Damn straight.
Hey, it is an armored personnel carrier. About the only thing that really affects them things is fire and anti-tank weapons. So,
Okay.
all right, gents, ladies, what's the plan?
I say we go ahead and head that way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Let me roll down to make sure I've gone over everything I was supposed to do here. I skipped over all my NPCs because I didn't get a chance. Poor guys. Well, some of my NPCs.
The fuck is going on here?
Let's see.
Oh,
Y'all still got Twitch with you, so technically I do have an NPC.
Bitch.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Don't-
okay, so the new guys, there is a Drew. Did he have a death suit? Did y'all ever get him a death suit, or is he just a kid?
He's
He's
just a
just
kid.
a kid.
Okay, I didn't know if y'all killed an Evan and stole their death suit or anything.
That's it. They have kid-sized death suits.
I mean, technically, when you're at war, a death suit's a death suit. There's no such thing as a kid for Evans. But never mind. I didn't say that out loud. War crimes.
The
um,
Geneva Convention.
so yeah, just to let y'all know, the new guys. There is a what do we say, 9-year-old or 14-year-old? I don't remember how old he was.
He was like 14.
Okay, yeah, because he had an older brother. Had an older brother. Um, there's a 14-year-old Evan kid. I don't think he was a waster. I think he's just straight up Evan. Sitting in y'all's car, listening to all y'all's like shop talk. Y'all guys know he doesn't have the security clearance for this, but apparently he's somehow related to Drew or Animus. And he does seem to be giving the human the stink eye.
Damocles just looks over at Animus and just says, "Should we drop him off?" And I point to the kid.
I don't give a shit. It's a kid. He wants to be stupid enough to come along. He can die with us.
Technically, he's seen worse.
He
I
just
wouldn't say technically. I would say he's seen worse.
for some reason, he's just got a bad opinion of human operatives. I don't know why. I have
Wonder
no
why.
idea why he doesn't like human operatives, but
It's a mystery.
it's a
Yeah.
mystery wrapped in an enigma.
Yeah, Damocles just shrugs and just goes back looking outside. Trying to keep an eye out for anything since now he knows that this Halloween Jack has his eye on this fucking squad that he's in now.
That was probably random. Don't worry about it.
There's also a point that I'm not leaving the child alone far away when Jack just tried to kill us, apparently.
Yeah, it was probably random. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
All
yeah,
right.
when you tell us not to worry about something, that's actually when I start worrying.
Just want to reiterate, Animus is the only one who's seen him in the flesh before now.
When did you see him?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you did. Yeah.
Yeah, we did a
Well,
mission.
he was on a rooftop.
Yeah, and I saw him. No
He-
one else did, and
He
no
was in
one fucking
He
believed
was
me.
in season 1 on y'all's silver.
Yup.
Yeah, at the Gore Zone event, he showed up, but he wasn't after y'all. He was after somebody else.
And despite my best efforts, no one believed me that he was there.
Yeah, because you're the only one that saw him. But you know, that's Jack. He does Jack things. So, all right. You guys spend the better portion of the next, let's see, I'm gonna say hour and a half, 2 hours, because trying to get down to sector lower downtown 7. The problem is there's a bunch of closed highways in that direction. You'll have to loop back a couple times and go through at least one empty sector. And empty sectors are always creepy because you know, there's buildings, there's shiver stations, there's fire departments, there's shops. They're just all empty. Um, but anyways, y'all end up going down and y'all hop the a pair of shift blocks, maybe a ramp, and y'all end up pulling down to lower downtown 7. Um, and realizing that the ceilings of the sectors are only 100 meters tall, probably at best. Um, there's not a lot of sky space here because you're underground. Um, it's smoky. It's there's an absolute increase of what I would call pollution, smog. Anybody with a scout helmet can pick up that there is a slightly toxic atmosphere in this level. It's not high enough to affect anyone that y'all know about, unless someone's got asthma or something. Um, but I don't think anybody took asthma.
Mm-mm.
Um, other than that, kind of your first impression, at least this I'm gonna say y'all popped down in sector 12. Oh no, were y'all going for 17, 18, 19, or y'all going to just 12 or something? 12 is the closest.
I mean, he specifically said 17, 18, 19. So I say we start in 17.
Okay. Um. Okay. So y'all decide to specific target that sector because that's kind of where y'all know to go. Um. Yeah, your kind of first impression of the local sectors when you go to 17. The atmosphere is a little bit worse than what I was describing for 12. Um, you can see the people walking on the sides of the street, and to be honest, because it's just it'd be locals if you were on 6 and 5 and up and up and up. But these people have a just kind of a different. They walk different. They move different. Um, you haven't seen any shivers at all on 7. A lot of the buildings are in terrible disrepair. I mean, you've seen messed up buildings on 5 and even 3 and all sorts of stuff. Hell, there's even fucked up buildings in suburbia, but they're rare. Here it's like every third building. They're like dilapidated, missing most of the windows. Um, Anybody got Streetwise?
I have Streetwise at a 2.
Feel free to
I
make a
have
Streetwise.
Streetwise. Whoop. Not that many dice.
DC is
Let's say 7.
1. Streetwise is a knowledge, so 2, 3. I have a pass with 3 success.
Okay, you rolled really well, Britta.
You said what was it?
It's a difficulty 7.
Just 1 degree of success.
Okay. Well, Cody got the incredible success, so I'll give you, or I'll give him his, and you would know less unless unless
Bitchin'.
he tells you. Um. So Cody, immediately, your first impression, and you understand street people. Your first impression is that okay, there's civilians, and then there's kind of there's gangs. Like these people, you're not seeing gang symbols. You know it well enough that these are cartel symbols. Um,
Yeah.
which is some of the worst gangs. You're not. You got incredible success. Um, you spot. You're not. You know what? I'm gonna say you're not. You can't be sure because there's just so many people on Mort. What this particular or cartel symbol is, but I mean, you can recognize it. It kind of looks like an APC. Kind of. And so yeah, there's some kind of cartel symbol. It looks like an APC. You've seen it a couple times, and a lot of the people walking down in the street, like you're not sure whether they're civilians, unemployed, or cannibals. Like literally, you've seen cannibals in Cannibal Sector, I think. I don't know. Were you there?
Yes. I believe
Yeah.
so.
Like you could easily confuse some of these people with the way they dress, and like a lot of them are carrying weapons. They're These are not civilized folk of the upper levels. I mean, they don't look like they're outright just murdering people in the streets, but the
They could.
civilians around here stay armed. You're seeing signs of like handguns and stuff. Civilians carry handguns, but they're carrying them obviously.
Yeah.
Um, Additionally, um, hell, while you guys are driving, you guys almost run over a carnivorous pig. Just wandering down the road. And like given that it's smoky outside, like it probably can't see crowds of people here and there, but like you know that if anybody were to happen to walk into the damn thing, it would kill them and eat them.
Yeah.
Um, and it's almost as big as a van, a small van.
Jesus.
Carnivorous pigs are huge, and I'm just gonna assume you drive past it instead of like, honking at it or something goofy like that.
Oh yeah, no, we drove past it and wanted attention.
Okay, but yeah, the air quality is significantly worse here. There are civilians on the street. It's just dangerous. That's the main thing you take away. And it's not like super thick. Not like every civilian is armed, but a large percentage
Enough
of
of
them
them
are.
to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. And it looks like you're definitely in some kind of gang territory. And you see absolutely no government presence. You don't see any government buildings that are occupied. You don't see any shivers. You don't see any shiver APCs. You don't see any kind of authority presence besides yourselves driving through. Um, that being said, there do seem to be like markets, and there do seem to be gatherings of people. If you guys wanted to go and start knocking on doors. That being said, there's several sectors here. It's a lot of area to cover.
So I'm gonna relay all information
Okay.
to the team of what I found out, put together, whatever you want to call it. One of the other things that I want to do is I want to tell Scully, like, hey, pull over at this market. We got that black and white photo. I want to go in and ask one of the people, like, have you ever seen this guy?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like because you guys don't see like a functional supermarket. What you do see though is like there's people with stands, and they're selling
Yeah,
meat.
you're
You're
not
not.
buying it.
Yeah, I mean, you do see like there's a guy with like what looks to be like a whole truckload of Dave beer, like still in the packaging crates. Like maybe he lifted it from a truck or something.
Yeah.
But like you could go buy a bunch of Dave beer, and it's nuts overpriced. But
Cool.
yeah, it's like a flea market. Anything that you see at a flea market, you can find right here. Well, y'all do pile out, right? Who's all going out?
I know I am.
Okay, and you're an Eben,
I'll go.
and you're a carrion with a chain axe,
Yeah, I'll go. Why not?
and you're an Eben with bright green armor.
Great, great.
I think mine's blue.
Brenna, your APC is marked in sleigh fashion, isn't it? Like all the other APCs. You haven't repainted it for some reason, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
You
because
have a
that wasn't part of
standard
the.
issue shiver APC. Okay.
Jesus, that's probably gonna make it worse.
I'm just trying to state the obvious.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna go up to one of the stands and be like, "Hey, sir,
What about the new
lady."
guys? Are y'all going or y'all stay in the car?
I ain't leaving.
All right. Who was that? Oh, and Hunter. You are.
Yeah, he's in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll let him join if he wants to. So that's
Yeah.
Krieger that's staying in the vehicle.
Yep.
Creek. Okay. All right. Well, that's
So
fine. It's actually okay to stay with your vehicle.
yeah,
Um.
especially considering right now I think there's a child in it.
hmm
I don't care about the child. I'm gonna throw
So
it to the first. I'm gonna throw it to the
the
sharks and it
child
means I
comes
get
with
away.
me if I get out.
Okay.
Oh,
He actually looks like he fits into the area more than y'all do,
yeah.
because he's not wearing armor. He's not armed with super high tech. Well, not super tech, but high tech gear and weaponry. He looks like a street kid.
Yeah. So
Um.
anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just walk up to like one of the couple like two stands in and just be like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And hold up the photo and be like, "Have you seen this guy?"
Um. I mean, you go up and flash this photo to one of these street vendors, and you get the immediate like, no, 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 I'm not talking to the cops kind of look. Um. Uh. Make
Can
a.
I?
I'm gonna tell you. He's not interested, but I'll allow you to make a persuaded a 13.
Persuaded it at a 13.
Yep.
Fuck.
I'm sorry to do this to you. I really don't like using DCs that high.
Can
And
I?
why
Instead of
are
telling
you?
you to just know he won't do it, I'm gonna let you roll. And it's not. I'm
Like,
not giving you a 16. 16's insane. It would be insane for him to talk to you right now,
so it's a
but it's not.
+5.
It's not that insane.
6. That's. I got an 11, so I did not get it.
Did you get any passes on any of your dice?
No.
So that technically is a botch. The guy like yells at you to leave him alone, and he doesn't want to talk to Slay Ops, and he says it pretty loud, and it seems like it's creating a scene.
Fun.
Am I? Can I
And it's just some
convert?
dude. It's just some street dude behind with the
I
stand.
can I like somehow covertly pull this guy into a fucking alley?
All right. So Damocles, Hunter, I'm assuming that you're going with the party. Some of them stayed with the vehicle. So
Oh,
you're.
oh yeah, I'm going searching
I
to
figured.
find
I
Greg.
figured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you are a stormer. People are just innately afraid of you, just like the Carrions. So what do you do to this guy?
I just want to like pull this guy into a fucking alley so no one can see.
Um, Give me an unarmed roll. I'm not gonna make it terribly complicated. Give me a 7.
He gets
Uh,
a 7.
Well, there's a difference between being
Uh-huh.
able to resist and
Favoritism.
not being able to resist.
Favoritism. Favoritism.
I will
so
favoritism somebody before the end of the night. I promise.
okay, I'm just double checking here. So I think I get 3 die
Just give me strength plus
plus.
unarmed. And for each unarmed point, you have a skill dice.
Okay. Oh, okay. So
So, well, okay,
all right,
so let's just lay it out. You get a pass fail dice, and then you get 1 dice. How many unarmed do you have?
1.
So you get 1 dice for unarmed, and then you get 1 free dice. So you're gonna be rolling a
Okay,
total of 3 dice. Now
and I have a plus. Yeah, and I have a +6. So
Yep, there you go. So you're looking to not roll once.
okay, I got. Oh, 1 second. Oh, I got a 9. Wait, let me double check real quick.
Sure. Yeah, success. As long as they're passes, that's all that matters.
Yep. Yep. Got one. All of my dice pass
Okay.
by 3 degrees.
You had 2 degrees of success, which is I want to get the names right because it's been a while. That is an exceptional success. So I can give you a little bit of help because that's the way these dice things work. Um, you drag this guy, and I mean, you obviously overpower the guy. He has absolutely no chance. He was making noise to try and create a scene because you guys were doing what you were doing. Um, but you have basically just taken him and shoved him. I mean, uh, he kind of shuts the fuck up.
Yeah.
So now y'all have got him away from a potentially building crowd. And I assume everybody goes and walks over there with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you muscled him out of the way.
Yeah, so I'm basically gonna put this guy, pin him against a wall, and just gonna say, listen, I'm gonna ask you two things. Well, actually, three things. First, do you like to smoke?
The guy looks at you confused.
Answer the fucking question.
Yeah, sure, I smoke.
All right. So, I'm gonna give you two options. You either tell us what we want to know, or you can make my day better and don't tell us jack shit. And I'll as I'm pinning him to a wall, I pull out one of my smoke grenades and I'm just gonna say, come on. Oh, it's your choice.
I'm gonna say he doesn't understand whether that's a grenade or a smoke grenade. Just in my perception, and it seems like that could be intimidating, and so especially since you're just a fucking stormer with the grenade potentially menacing him. I would say this is a 7. No. I think let's say it's a 7 because it's a weird intimidate to me. Intimidate 7.
All right, gotcha.
I don't normally see stormers intimidating people with hand grenades. Like I said, he doesn't understand it's a smoke grenade.
Yep, pass by 2 degrees.
Okay. Yeah, we use weird terminology. We say pass, fail, dice, and degrees of success. I mean that just it's the language is so much more clear that way.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm still getting used to it. So
yeah, it's just our particular group. So I can help you. That's the way. So you get the fact that he doesn't completely understand how you're threatening him. He just understands that you're threatening him, and he says, "Well, look, what do you want to know?"
I I, I literally just it was Ryder who had the photo, right?
It was Rooney.
Oh, Rudy. Yeah. I just look over to Rudy and it says, just simple and straight. Have you seen this guy? And do you know anyone named Greg?
He takes a good look at the photo, because you've impressed upon him the quality or the necessity to look. And he says he doesn't look familiar. I hadn't seen that guy before. Uh, yeah, I
You
don't know
better
that.
not be lying.
You're fairly certain that he's. I don't know. You think you did a good job. I'm just changing the map for atmosphere. Yeah, he says, "Look, man. I don't know. I don't look at faces, man. I just work the market. I don't I don't I don't do nothing shady."
Sure you don't. And I'll just look to the rest of the squad. It says, do any of you got any questions for this fucker?
No.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
No one? All right. And I want to, yep, and I'm gonna look and see if I'm gonna let him go. But I'm just gonna grab his hand and break one of his fingers and gonna let him run.
I'm not gonna argue that you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snap. Ah! And he just he runs / crawls away from your group as fast as he can.
Mm-hmm.
You know. He has left the area. All right. So what's next? Y'all are still near the market as it one would term it.
Well, I would assume that if the person was around and hasn't seen them, then this may not be the area. So do y'all want to go ahead and go down the street a little, or if y'all want to try another individual to intimidate in the alleyway, feel free.
Just to understand the expanse. I mean, you know how big a city block is.
Yeah.
A sector is several city blocks at least. Some of them are maybe dozens of city
Yeah.
blocks. So they vary widely in size. Um, and there's like I said, there's a lot of variety to it. Y'all could be talking about, I don't know, if it's if it's four sectors, I don't know, easily a couple 100,000 people. Um, that being said, you know, this this detective work is the only way to solve a detective problem.
All right, so this
Um,
Greg is. Oh, go
and
ahead.
not to minimize your role playing or anything. The streetwise role is the we go knock on doors and ask people role.
Oh, okay.
It means you spend hours doing it. It does. I mean, it's not one person. It means you spend hours doing it.
All right, well, I don't got streetwise, so
Oh God, I'll do it.
Mm,
It's the
yeah, you probably
canvassing
got better than me.
canvassing large areas.
yeah. I am gonna look around, see if I can find any Xi'an stuff around. Like, I don't know much about it, so
Streetwise, what is my DC?
Um. Okay. What are you asking specifically? What are you looking for?
Essentially, just have you seen this individual?
You're flashing a picture of a dude named Greg, and you're looking for him. All right.
If you've seen him in the area, know anything about him?
Um. Weighing how you're doing this and what's going on. It's not a complicated request. People in general wouldn't be like completely opposed to answering questions by a bunch of ops. I mean, they might not give you truthful answers, but I'll say it's a 7.
Then for
Um,
success.
4 successes.
My skill was a success, or my pass or fail, and then 3 success.
Oh, okay. So you got an incredible success. Okay. That is a significant. It's not like change
If
the
only I
meta
could get
plot.
rolls like this on other shit, that'd
Yeah,
be
well,
nice.
hey, Streetwise is an important role when you need it. It's one of those really secret dice skills that's important. It doesn't look important, but it is. So you canvas and you're out there with who? Who is going to stay out there with you and support you in this endeavor? The same team that's out? I mean,
Yeah.
that's Twitch, that's Drew,
yeah.
that's
Brenna and
Damocles, and
Scully.
Scully.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like we're pretty fucking intimidating. Have a fucking stormer and a carrion with
Look,
us, honestly.
y'all are a large operative squad by yourselves, and that is intimidating because people watch television in Slay and they understand what operatives are and what they can do. Y'all aren't just the SWAT team. Y'all are the guys that kill the SWAT team. Um, so y'all are a significant threat, and y'all are wading through, and y'all are asking questions, and people acknowledge the threat that y'all pose. And you made a success, not a failure. So I'm going to give you good information because this is how I roll. Um, uh, Cody, Rooney. Rooney ends up spending, and I'm not going to shorten the amount of time that you spend asking questions. You spend 2 or 3 hours out there just canvassing this whole sector as best you can, at least the streets of it, and you get led from this guy to, hey, this other guy might know something. Are you willing to throw any unis or credits at this, or are you just doing this with your charming personality?
Let's see. Let me see what I got going.
I mean, you don't have to throw thousands of unis at these guys. This is just street people.
Let's say I'm willing to put up 20.
To put it into
We'll
real
do 30
terms,
max.
100 unis is $100.
Yeah, well, that's why I was saying like 50 unis max.
That's $50. I mean, that's a good tip for a street person who makes 100 unis a month.
Yeah.
Because they're on the government dole if they get government money, but these guys probably don't get government money. So that's a lot of money to them. Yeah. So you get passed around from this guy to this guy to this guy to this guy, and there's a guy who it's like an old gas station. I mean, most vehicles use energy cells in this setting, but there are gas stations, but it's run down. It's basically just a market at this point. And it's got utilities. And this guy who's running it ends up telling you, he says, he takes your 50. This is the guy that gets the 50. He
Already
says,
deducted it.
huh? Okay. Yeah, he ends up saying, and this is through several contacts. He says, I I could arrange a meeting with some people who might be able to help you.
I
Um,
might cut out. I missed all that.
he
Please
says, I
repeat.
might be able to arrange a meeting with some people who might be able to help you. That being said, they're not going to like operatives. But they would be willing to meet with you if you'd be willing to probably pay the proper respect.
Willing to be as nice as physically possible. We're not after anyone other than this individual.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea who that guy is, but if he's somebody important, people would know.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind being nice as you are,
He said, and I mean, if you mess with these
see if
people,
they
they're
would
gonna
try.
mess with me. So
Yeah, see
I'm
if they
sticking
would
my
be
neck
willing
out for
to meet
you.
with us.
Um,
We're
for
not going to force you or
for
anything.
for a month's worth of wages is what I would equate this to. So it's 50 unis is not a small amount of money to this guy.
Yeah.
He tells you he goes over and makes a phone call if you don't interrupt him.
Down.
And let's see, this was option A. I had two options at this stage of the story. Option A. He gets on the phone for a few minutes, and he basically said you hear him say there's a squad of SLA ops, and they're asking some questions about a guy they'd like to look they're looking for, and he says they seem pretty chill, and they'd be they they want to talk. You don't really pick up anything too bad from the conversation.
Yeah.
So he comes back with a notepad and he writes an address on a scrap of paper. Um, and it says Kino at the top. And he says it's an old theater. It's on the other side of the sector. He says they'll be there in about 20 minutes.
Well, thank you for giving us this information. It truly does help. And we'll get out of your hair.
Anyways, he goes back to doing his thing. You don't get any particular like hostile vibe from this guy,
Yeah.
but he's setting you up with some people in the sector who are connected. All right, y'all go to the meet.
Hmm.
Yes.
Everybody
But do you
down?
want to take a break? Because 2 of our guys are gone.
Oh shit, are they gone?
Yeah, Ryder said BRB and Hunter just said BRB.
All right, pause. All right, just given because it's gotten so late on us and we're enjoying ourselves, I think we're gonna call this game the end of game 4. What I will do is say everybody gets 2 XP. Um, and that sounds good for it. And we may have a game tomorrow if schedules allow. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the relaunch of Deathaxe Season 3.